Welcome to the stronghold.
Because I think we got the word that, what's his name? Steel.
Don't forget that
Templeton
Wash is in jail.
Cult Steel.
Is Wash still in
Wash
jail?
is still in jail.
She's still in jail.
I wasn't.
I thought. Oh.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought.
he was gonna help him get him out, but
Yeah, didn't Shepard go by and
Yeah,
oh,
Shepard.
did
I
he?
thought
Oh,
Shepard
sorry,
arranged for
my
him
last
to get
note
out.
is that Wash is still
Yeah.
in jail.
Shepard
Sorry.
went by as well and assisted in getting him out of jail.
Okay, so Wash is now out of jail.
Mistaken identity.
Sorry. That was the last note I wrote.
Okay, so the wedding is scheduled at noon, and it is about 10:30 at the moment. And you're all at Serenity, and you do know Baron is coming very shortly. Is there anything you want to do prior to his arrival?
Do we know if he's planning to pay us on picking her up?
Do you believe
Better
he
go
told the
around
captain
Piers.
after the wedding?
After the wedding. Okay. What I'm thinking we should do, as difficult as it might be for us, is have some idea of a plan.
What?
On what we're going to do. You know
I-
what I mean, right? A plan?
No?
I've got a
We've never
plan.
had a plan before.
I've got a plan. We get paid,
Okay.
and then we try and get her out of the situation if we can.
But
That's what I
we
mean.
we get paid
What's-
after she gets married. So the only way to get her out of that situation is to kill the yahoo.
All right.
We can't just go around killing people. Well, you can, but not quite sure the ship will go fast enough for us to get away with this. Watch out for your head.
Well, because the problem is, I think the other thing we were potentially going to look at but haven't yet is if there's a way for us to work out how, because the ship's magnetically locked.
Yeah, to get us off.
So if we could work out a way that like we could unlock ourselves and open the airlock.
Well, I think we need to figure out a way to trick them into thinking that everything is okay.
See,
and then just let us go.
See, that's the ideal version. I'm just thinking if something
I
goes
have
wrong,
which
it
we need
probably
to get
will.
the doppelganger on our side so she can marry. Meanwhile, we've snuck Daniel and Liliana into our secret hold. And
Have
the
we worked
doppelganger
out?
can marry the dude. Then we get paid, and then we leave, and they're on the ship.
So can we send? I'm forgetting everyone's name now.
Nova?
No,
No,
the
well,
companion.
Oh,
Inara.
Inara.
Inara to get Nova and bring her over to the ship.
Yeah.
Inara.
Is Nova enough lookalike to that we could spot them and hand her
With the makeup and the kit that she's got on, she looks exactly the same. You could not tell the difference.
Okay, yeah, so I think we try and do that. And maybe ask Liliana if there's anything that, you know, like is she got a microchip in her arm or something that her dad can scan her to make sure she's not the same one or something.
Yeah. The other question is, will Nova agree with what sounds like the plan we have at the moment, which is just to like...
What if we cut her in?
No, as in, how will Nova get out?
Well, she can just change later and walk off.
We can promise to rescue her.
You say promise, and it sounds like you don't mean it.
Is that different to actually
is she our
rescue her?
problem?
No, as I said, we get paid and we rescue.
Okay, so if Liliana marries him and we get paid, how do you plan on getting her from...
I'm
You
happy if we can get Nova over and spot Nova and Liliana, and that means the wedding would be null and void anyway. But we still have to rescue whoever we're getting married because that'd be the right thing to do.
Shock
Make
your
any favour.
I do think if we can work out where the honeymoon suite is, then we could work out, I don't know, either knock them out, knock her steel out, and probably whoever guards he has with him, or
Yeah, for the night or something. At least long
And-
enough to get away.
and then whoever we've left in there, we can grab and go.
Yeah.
Because I would assume that it's probably somewhere on the
I'm sure you can.
giant cruise ship.
Yeah, but I'm very sure that you could, you know, give her something to counteract her sedation, to bring her back round. There's got to be some sort of cow medication for it.
Surely, like, I don't know, adrenaline shot or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do we find the honeymoon suite and the way to unlock our ship from its mag box?
Well, we can Google because we have some schematics. So, is there going to be a honeymoon suite that they are going to go to after the wedding? On the.
Who are you asking?
I'm
Surely,
asking Google.
actually, the cruise ship would
The
have that
cortex.
advertised.
Correct, it does.
Yep.
And it's typically on one of the highest decks, which is deck 11.
Okay.
Is there more than one honeymoon suite?
Multiple, but they're all on the same deck.
So we're on deck 2 and we've got to get from deck 11 to deck 2.
What are the like ways you can get between floors on this ship?
Is there like a
Lift.
lift? There's turbo lifts.
Correct.
Are there
Many.
Okay. So assuming the ship doesn't go on lockdown, that would get us there quick.
It would. Yes.
Okay. Then the question is, if we want to do this hijacking honeymoon suite kind of thing, did we want to plant it beforehand or?
I think we should.
And then we need to work out which one of the suites.
Do them all. Knock them all out.
Do it.
Please enjoy your honeymoon night. It was so nice. You can't remember it.
Well, I guess then you just like if there's any guards outside on the corridor, you just basically just gas the whole floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Doctor, is that something we're able to do?
I think so.
Sure we can. It's isolate
Because I think
a section of the floor with their oxygen.
Oh, do you think like just cut off the oxygen and they all suffocate?
I don't
Killing
think
him?
killing all the newlyweds is a great plan.
Yeah, but just enough to knock them out and keep them unconscious for a couple of hours while we leave.
I had forgotten for a second, but people needed oxygen to breathe, and that wouldn't just knock them out.
Way to go, Doctor.
It's good, Doctor.
I'm like, oh yeah, it's all good, and then oh yeah, all the other people.
Well, while we're discussing this, can we send Inara to get Nova?
Absolutely can.
Cool.
Is that the plan? Sending an hour off now?
Yeah, I think so.
And
Because if we can find like wherever the oxygen source for that is, we could probably tamper it enough. Like you could probably maybe set a device off that it would restrict the flow to enough that it would knock people out.
Yeah, but not kill them. Yeah.
But probably not kill them.
Yeah. Something like around the 2 or 3% oxygen still.
Yeah, and then what we could do is we could give Nova like a breathing mask,
Yeah, we could pre-plant one in the suite.
and then we just go when it all goes down, put on the breathing mask. You'll still be conscious. Everyone else will be knocked out.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, no. That sounds good.
okay.
Because also a breathing, like an oxygen breathing mask, I would assume I would have in my med bay.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
There's probably a few on the ship for survival purposes.
Okay, Inara's been gone from the ship for a good 5-10 minutes now. And you hear a crackle on the comms, and it's like, Captain?
Yep.
It's Inara here. I just passed the Baron. Might need a change of plans.
Why? What's happened?
She's
The
just
Baron's
passed the
on the
Baron.
way there.
The Baron's coming.
Oh,
and she's
right.
going to
Pick
get.
her up.
Right.
He's just at the guard outpost heading into Serenity now.
Okay, thanks. Right.
Damn you, no, walk faster.
We can still swap Liliana and
Nova
at
as they're getting
some
ready.
before the wedding.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get a
In
chance.
the ready room. You know where she's dressed.
Well, we've done all this work and we're close friends with her now, so we want to wish her well before the wedding.
Yeah.
And
We're all in Serenity, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Except for the pilot that's locked up, but other than that,
I think-
everyone's...
No, the pilot's been freed.
Oh, he
Shepard got him out.
Yeah.
I think we're just
So
missing-
I'm assuming Walsh and Shepard will let her back on the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
They came back after their morning.
Okay.
Stroll in
So
the
it's just an hour
jail.
we're missing.
Alright.
Okay, so the Baron arrives to the loading dock for the ship. He's like, Captain. He's looking around.
Am I there or I'm
I
inside?
don't know where you guys are. It looks empty at the moment.
We'll just having coffee in the
It's himself
Yeah.
and 4 of his goons are there.
Does he shout loud enough that I can hear it or...?
I believe so.
Right. What?
We're coming!
What?
Here for Liliana.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, hang on.
We've got to hide that corkboard full of wet red string.
Yeah, I'm pointing at the board.
Just turn it around.
Okay, so just need to run through this again. So he's out just outside in the loading dock
Mhm.
with 4 other guards. We can take them on, right?
Yeah, we need to get
Too
we need to
risky.
get paid.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have
I
our
know.
money yet.
Well, all we need is that bracelet, right?
Well, but she
Well,
doesn't
the
have the
necklace.
bracelet
of
yet
course,
either.
yeah. Slowly piecing it back together now.
So I
So
think
let him take her
yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe push for a payment. Because obviously the earlier we get payment, the sooner we can swap them out.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so go and collect her. Go down there.
Excellent. Liliana and Seth come with you.
And I'll escort Liliana.
I'll escort Seth. So we can get down there. Get down there.
Take her a gym sesh before you leave.
Baron sees Liliana coming. Ah, my beloved daughter. Let us go get you ready for your wedding.
Just on payment.
After the wedding, yes, as we agreed upon.
Yep. But you know, the crew and I want to do a bit more, you know, heads in the gambling, you know, some more slots. Any chance of getting paid earlier?
Unfortunately not. I do not have any of that on me.
You don't have
I could
money.
put some more credits on your card to play at the casino if that's what you want.
As long as it doesn't come out of our pay.
Well, of course it would.
Okay, never mind. Okay, thanks. We'll see you later.
Very well. He starts walking off with Seth and Liliana.
And I keep on walking and say, I'm keeping guard on her until we get paid.
Liliana looks back. It's like, Kaylee,
Yes?
did you want to come with me?
I would love to.
And Baron just looks her over. It's like, fine.
Yay!
She can come with.
The pretty dresses, here they come.
Heading up with her.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else is staying on the ship for now.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
splitting the
Well,
team.
they're going to let me guard Liliana?
Who asked? Who'd you ask?
I just said I'm going.
Oh,
to
sorry, I
keep,
missed that.
I'm going to keep on guarding her till we get paid.
Baron just looks you over. It's like, not sure what you're doing, but please stay with the ship.
No, you can come guard me.
Are you going to pay us?
After the wedding.
Then I keep on guarding her.
He looks at Seth and it's like, do you need an extra guard? Seth looks back at you. He's like, we could.
Lucky.
Okay, cool.
Any chance I can bring a gun?
Unfortunately not. I've only got approval for Seth to carry his handgun. That is all.
Good. Get it offset. Yeah.
Okay. So the 2 of you are heading up with the retinue now. Basically, head out loading docks and head up to deck 11. change maps. So, who we got here? We've got Jane on deck 11 and Kaylee.
That's a big empty one.
Yeah.
Come on,
Big
why
missile.
is roll 20 lagging? Kaylee? And Jane. Cool. Okay. Okay. You get to deck 11 and there's the rooms lined up down the hallway. It's like, I'll be heading to my room to prepare myself. He looks you all over. It's like, only women are allowed in the room while they're getting changed.
Okay, so you're allowed in?
Which one?
Saying to her dad, so he's allowed in?
Oh, different room. I am going to a different room.
Calling him a girl.
It went over his head. He did
Yeah.
not see it.
Seth,
Seth takes up a guard out the front of the door.
and I will guard with him, but I'll whisper to Kaylee, figure out how to shut out the air.
Okay.
And Kaylee
That
and
was
Liliana
strong.
enter the room.
You're the mechanic. It's a mechanical problem.
Maybe.
And we're on the 11th floor, so this is where
Yeah.
it
Where it's
actually
gonna happen.
Okay, so
Out of curiosity, is the Baron's floor, his room, on the 11th floor as well?
yes, next one over from where you guys currently are. So 2 of the guards stayed near the turbo lift, and the other 2 are on the Baron's door at the moment. A helicopter.
Yep.
I think they've got operation going on if they're doing those drug tests. So many people and stuff. And now a helicopter as well. Like,
you don't get it.
can you see it? Only other time I saw a helicopter here was when they were missing, looking for a missing person in Jarrah. That was a couple months back.
That sounds like the
Sounds like
412, so...
Yeah. Okay. So you're in the room. The wedding dress is there. She hasn't got any bridesmaids. You helping her, or
Yeah, what's she doing?
she's preparing. She needs to do her makeup and get her dress on.
So you excited?
Yes. No. Not really.
I know.
Excited to get out of here. Hopefully.
Well, we sort of had a plan, but we didn't really have much time to action it. So we'll have to just make up another one.
I overheard Daniel was safe. I haven't seen him.
No, but we've snuck him away somewhere, so it's okay. No have to worry about him. So, do you know where the oxygen stuff might be through the walls here?
Oxygen?
She starts knocking on the walls.
No.
The control panels I can see.
Not really. No.
Oh.
It's just a standard room. There's a control panel at the front door.
What's on the control panel at the front door?
It's mainly to open and close the door and lock it. There you can see on face value. Will you help me with my makeup?
I'm not very good at makeup. You should have bought an Ara.
Well, we need to.
I
I
see.
like all the pretty things, but I don't know how to use the pretty
She
things.
sits down at her chair and she starts to apply her own makeup.
Aw.
You could do it on her. Just give her like clown makeup. make it really hard to tell who she
Probably what it'll
is.
be. Okay.
How are we going to swap her with Nova before the wedding?
Yeah, I know. That's the big thing. How long is it between now and the wedding?
1 hour. Not even.
Does
Counting
she,
down the minutes.
does she have a necklace yet?
No.
Yeah, I thought she was meant to get the necklace at breakfast and give it to
Before
us.
the wedding?
Before the wedding, prior to the wedding,
Oh.
she'll get it.
Okay.
You hear over the comms, Captain. Inara here. What are we doing with the Liliana?
Getting ready for.
So is it just makeup that Nova's using to disguise herself?
It's a couple different things. It is makeup, but it's like a kit, basically. There is some tech involved as well in the kit that she uses.
Right. Is there any way she could potentially disguise herself as like Inara or someone else on our crew and go,
Or me.
preferably
Possibly.
a female member.
It takes time though. You would know of the stuff that they use, so
Yeah.
So
We
Can-
could do a switcheroo with you.
Me, yeah. And I could just stay in the room and she could walk out back to Serenity.
Or you,
yeah, because you could sit there and then play around and try the booby trap things for the wedding, for after the wedding.
Yeah, I know. We just need to swap them out somehow. That's the thing.
Call
how
for
do we,
more
how do we
girl
swap
help.
Nova and her out?
yeah, call for more. Oh, do we have a rough sense of how long it would take to do each application of the disguise?
an hour.
Okay.
So we got less than an hour.
So an hour goes on the comms again. Is anyone there?
The wedding is taking place on the 12th floor, is it?
Correct. In the chapel.
Right. And we're on the second floor?
Yep.
How long does it take to get up there?
Oh, minutes. It's a super fast lift.
Okay, cool.
It's turbo lifts.
Could always like figure out a way of doing the switcheroo on the 12th floor. Plant her in like, I don't know, a bathroom or something.
Or just a different turbo lift.
We still got those guards up there too. So how
We,
do
we just need, because
Just
the
run the
guards
toilet.
are
We discuss.
male, I assume. So if she went, I need to go to the bathroom, they're not going to follow her in there, but they might guard the door. But if
So you got to get Nova into that bathroom.
yeah, so if Nova's already in
Now.
there waiting, and then
They just swap
she
dresses.
goes in, swap dresses, go out, different person leaves.
Okay.
Good
So
idea.
direct Nova to get to the bathroom.
The 12th
Hope,
floor.
Do
hope they go to the right bathroom.
Well, we've got a map of it. We can accurately describe the
Yeah,
bathroom.
which one?
True, yeah.
And pick an appropriate bathroom that the bride might be able to access without disturbing the wedding. As
Well,
her
it's
nerves
just-
get her.
That's right, yeah. Yep. Pre-walk jitters.
Alright, we'll do that then. So we'll tell her to head to the bathroom within the next like 10 minutes and then
Well,
But once
there'll
she's
be
ready.
a bathroom in her current room, but it's going to be literally just before the wedding.
Yeah,
she
she
walks
needs,
out.
she
but
needs to get
directing
dressed first.
Nova.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
but
you need Nova
so
to go
telling
up
Nova to go up there within the next, giving her 10 minutes to travel time and get in there and get sorted, and then 15 minutes, that's when the bride heads in there. And then
Yeah.
there's like that 5-minute window where they're just sort of waiting. I don't know. But can we contact them, the bride, or not?
Well, we can talk to Hayley
Yeah.
through.
Oh, so
Yeah,
we
you're
do have
there.
comms. Okay,
We've got
cool.
comms.
Alright, cool. We'll do that then.
What's the plan?
Okay.
It's very intricate.
I think
We're sending Nova to the to an appropriate bathroom on the 12th level, so that we can.
12th or 11th?
the 12th floor.
12th level.
Because
It's
the
gonna be
individual
chapel.
rooms are going to
Near the
have
chapel, yeah.
Yeah,
Bathrooms.
okay, alright, cool.
Correct. Yeah, do.
And
Sorry,
then
yeah.
we're thinking like, she pretends to have like pre-wedding jitters,
And she's got to use the loo.
and got to use the loo, and we've already planted Nova in there, and I'll give her one of the like oxygen masks just in case, and then they'll do the switcheroo and change dresses, and then different woman leaves, and
No.
The wedding goes on, and
Wedding
then
goes
we'll
on.
rescue her later.
Okay. Excellent. Sounds like a plan.
That's our plan. So yeah, obviously directing Nova to head up to that toilet on 12th floor. Yeah.
Yep.
Plays out like that.
Inara heading with Nova at this stage, or what you told Inara to do?
Oh,
Yeah, I
she
think
could-
so. Because she'll be a guest at the wedding anyway.
Oh,
So she
yeah,
could go and drop
yeah.
Nova off at the right bathroom and then go and sit down and wait.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because we're
Okay.
invited to the wedding anyway.
yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So you continue on. She does her own makeup. You help her get into her wedding dress,
Yes.
and the Baron comes and knocks on the door, and go answer it.
Yes. She's ready.
Ah, excellent. She looks good, and he doesn't even look at her. Let's go.
Typical guy.
Okay.
I do a sneaky comlink to Kaylee and go, have you worked out the air thing yet?
Yeah, there wasn't, nothing really obvious in the rooms. It did look demolishing a wall.
Yeah.
There wasn't much.
Is there anything in the corridor?
Is there anything like air conditioning controls?
Not that you can see, no.
Where the hell do they control the air conditioning from then?
Engineering deck?
Yeah.
Correct.
I'll
It's
have
a
to
very
go
good
back down.
assumption there.
Okay.
Have to go back down there.
Okay.
He's practicing his dead.
Oh, what are you doing behind me?
Parkour.
So,
It's like the 12th time he's gone up there.
all four of the guards and Seth, and I suppose you'll call yourself a guard as well,
Yep.
enter the turbo lift with the Baron and Liliana, and what are you doing? Oh, come on. And Kaylee.
Yep.
So, and the turbo lift goes up to deck 12, opens up, and you're walking out towards the chapel.
Are you feeling okay, Liliana? You're looking a little bit green.
Might need to use the toilet before we go to the wedding. She looks up at the Baron. He rolls his eyes like, fine, make it quick. We'll see you in there.
Come on, I'll come help you with your dress.
Okay, head to the bathroom.
Yes. Go into the bathroom and
Nova is in there.
do a switch.
Yep.
Help it take off a dress and throw it in Nova. Get it on.
Okay.
Have they done their makeup enough to pass for each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Look like twins. Okay, on the outside, as you're coming up to the chapel, I'm assuming everyone else is going because they were
Yeah.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I'm just going to tell Liliana to stay there because if I don't come back out with Nova, wouldn't that be a bit sus to the Baron?
very.
I think Inara was there by herself, so maybe Inara can.
I thought Inara went to the chapel.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she's on that floor.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
the wedding hasn't started yet, she might be able to come back out
Okay.
and take it down there or something.
Okay.
So yeah, just as a companion, she might be able to cover her face a bit.
Or it takes like yeah. We probably don't want to wait around an hour.
Oh, do we want to take her down to Serenity? Because Seth knows where the hiding hole is. Or do you want to take her to the room where Daniel is?
Maybe.
I don't trust those two alone.
I don't know. Yeah.
You're not liking the virtuous there, are you?
Yeah, I reckon we sort of sneak her down there before the wedding starts.
Yeah,
Somehow.
okay.
Yeah, I'd rather we try and get her out before anything really starts.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who can we send though that wouldn't look suspicious if they weren't attending the wedding?
I think Inara.
Yeah.
Because the companions shouldn't. They should be giving after party
After party favors.
favors. Because she's not there with escorting anyone as a guest.
I mean, the other thought is,
So
do
two
some of
companions
us
travelling together is nothing.
do some of us need to maybe take a division down to the engineering level?
It's possible. Maybe once I hand the bride off to the Baron,
Yeah.
I can make my way down to engineering.
Do you want company with that, just in case? Because I don't think anyone will notice if I'm not at the wedding either.
Possibly.
Just because.
And you may need to know or help find
Well,
something that
I
says
know
oxygen.
a bit about oxygen.
You know, I mean,
levels.
I'm not, I can't just afford to turn it off.
You just go like, oh yeah, no oxygen for
Yeah,
anyone.
oh, there you go, no oxygen. Yeah,
I'm
the whole ship
broken
dies.
Okay, good plan.
Okay, so the people that are entering the chapel, they notice that two of the guards on the front door of the chapel aren't his own personal guards. They are the ship's guards. The what's the ship? I can't remember the ship's name. Gone from my memory.
The Rim's Dream.
Rim's Dreams guards. So you notice them, they're wearing the same uniform as the ones on all the checkpoints and things like that. And his own personal guards, the four of them, turn around to leave as soon as they get there. And Sati and Jane enter.
Yep. So the guards, hey guys, enjoying your rim job?
Actually, no, he wouldn't enter. He'll be waiting outside and waiting to see Liliana come out of the toilets. So yeah, that's interesting actually. Because he wouldn't leave her side. But he was waiting out the front, and he did notice what does look like Liliana entering, I believe so.
So you fooled him, hopefully.
No, okay, he wasn't watching.
Oh, good, even better.
That was a very bad roll.
Good, we like bad rolls.
It was a
Thank
good
you.
roll for us.
But the Baron heads inside, and Jane, are you waiting at the front with Asante as well? Or did you go in?
To the wedding.
Yes.
I'm going into the wedding.
Yep. Captain went into the wedding, and Kaylee's down in engineering, or where were you heading?
I think-
Haley
I think-
and me, we're going down to the
Yeah,
engineering.
Both
I think
heading
we will,
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of you guys can cope with the wedding, surely.
Okay.
And if all goes to fail, we'll just turn up at everybody's oxygen.
Yeah, hold my breath.
Yep.
So, Nova, disguised as Liliana, does leave the toilets, meets up with Asante, and they both enter the chapel as well. Okay, they go to the front of the room. Wedding starts. The captain of the ship is actually running the ceremony. He's up the front. The ceremony starts. Looks like it's going. Is anything happening while the ceremony's starting?
Are we trying to figure out how to shut the oxygen off on the 11th floor?
On deck 11, yes. That's about all.
Mm. Are
I'm
you
gonna.
trying to figure it out, or are you trying to action it?
Just
Figure it out for
scoping
now.
it out.
Mm.
Seeing if we can put maybe a timer on it.
Timer would be great.
Yeah.
You had an access card, I'm pretty sure, to get down there.
Yes,
think so,
we did
yeah.
still.
Okay. And just tagging along. You're tagging along down there.
Well, yeah, I love engines.
It's both of our
Yeah,
skill
so
sets.
yeah,
So-
so,
Yeah.
yeah, we need
It's
her,
not
her
ju-
doctoring and my engineering.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm hanging with Seth, wondering how I'm going to get my hands on his pistol.
Mm.
Even if you don't need it, just steal it.
Okay, so it gets to a point where they ask if anyone believes they should not be married to say so their piece.
Oh,
Just clear
You
my throat.
hear a yell from outside the chapel,
oh no, Daniel got out, didn't he?
and he's
Who
running
didn't check
towards
on Daniel?
the chapel.
Cat, what are you doing?
The two security guards out the front
Oh, I forgot about him.
grab him and subdue him onto the ground. Attempt to, and succeed. The Baron stands up and rolls his eyes, and it's like, really?
Really?
We're doing the same.
Really? Now you choose to do this?
And then a second later, the wedding planner comes from out the back of the chapel area, holds a gun into the air and fires it into the roof.
Ooh.
Is this the gun we disarmed?
No.
No funny click.
She didn't even take her bag. She left it there when she got off the ship.
Okay, so
Oh.
she's found
You
a
did
new
check
gun.
that.
And she's found a way to get it past security.
Where does she keep getting guns from?
I know.
You do see the
Is it
other
plastic 3D printed one?
She doesn't even know how to use them.
the other four guards within the chapel go to a potted plant that's near them and take out guns from them. They look like automatic weapons, and
We are so
they
bad,
hold them
aren't
up.
they? Right.
And what's the wedding planner's name? It's gone from my head. Goddamn.
I didn't have that written down in this book. It's in my normal book.
Asante.
Asante, yeah.
Oh.
Asante. It's like, everyone on the ground, this is a
Wedding
stick up.
gone to shit.
God.
This is a stick up.
Oh man. I'm just gonna sit here and watch this unfold for a moment. Just like, got no weapons.
So the guards start walking around
Yeah,
with a
it's
bag
like
in one
going to
hand,
steal.
automatic guns in the other, and start collecting up stuff from the other people that are there.
It gets to you and goes, no, we know you've got nothing.
I've seen it.
Oh, are the guards on
Yeah, that's right,
her
we've seen you on ship, you're good.
Yeah, take it to
Are the
me.
guards working with that?
Correct. Yeah.
Would you like to pick something from the bag?
Yeah, it's like a lucky dip prize.
So Daniel's subdued on the ground at the moment. And the other guards have got their guns as well.
So
This is
there's
quite a shit, you guys.
five armed people in this room.
Yes.
Asante and 4 guards, and one of the guards is going around with a bag and a gun, or are they like 2 of them together, or
They all are.
they
Yes.
all are? So, but they're separated.
Yep.
So when they get close to me, could I wrestle the gun off the guy?
Absolutely. But something is happening first. You can definitely wrestle, or Seth actually nudges your elbow, and he unclips the arm, his sidearm.
Ooh, he's going to give you one. Oh, you know why? Because you're disposable.
Does he have 2 sidearms or one?
He's got one.
Oh,
Yeah,
But he has got his
rather
swords
than
on the
him
back as
attacking
well.
and getting in trouble and getting shot, he's going to keep hammering somebody else.
He has got his swords on his back, I will say, as well. They have not moved.
So I give him a little.
Okay. What's
Now,
the
do you
plan?
want the oxygen off? Find the light switch.
Cutting the power?
We don't know. Do we have a clue what's going on yet? They haven't actually
we
told
haven't
us.
contacted.
We'd only know if they
No one said
radioed
anything.
us.
They have, yeah, they haven't told
I
us.
think at this point we get on comms and be like, you won't believe what just happened. Can we do that without being noticed though? Or?
You could definitely try.
Alright, I'm gonna try. I don't know my paper. What are we rolling for this time?
Sneak.
Yeah, it would be
Is
a
it
sneak.
social sneak or mental sneak?
Probably social.
Yeah, so you're trying to get away with it.
Yeah.
Other people.
Do you have a sheet on you? I don't know my stats, so just trying to see if they were on here, but I'm only finding Kaylee's.
Oh,
There's
do you need the
There's probably a list
Mhm.
if Google Drive.
Character
You give him a
sheet?
captain's
Yeah.
stats? I don't have the captains.
Hang on, let me look.
Most of the others are not the captains.
Remember right at the start there was something Google. Yeah.
Simons? Maybe here.
Oh no, that's 76.
Oh, it might be this one.
That's Shepard.
This. Right. Yep. I think this is it. Okay. I think I'll be able
You
to.
got it?
Maybe. Yep. Got it. Cool. Alright, so I will be rolling. Crap, now I forget what, what I'm doing. What's
You're doing
You
social
tried-
sneak.
Social sneak, that's the one. Cool. So, 8 and.
Unless you have another suggestion of how you're sneakily telling us what's going on.
There'd be no other way with it. I couldn't think of any other way that you could do that.
I mean, unless you want to argue using things don't go smooth. It's not going smoothly.
Go on, use that. Things don't go smooth.
Or you could maybe use trick instead of sneak. It's only slightly better.
Can I use trick?
You can tell me how you're going to use it. How's it a trick?
I'm just gonna go snake. It's more I think about this, it's more. Yeah. Okay. So what was that? Just a D4 and a D8.
Yeah.
So 2. Where's the 1?
If you want to roll them separately, right?
But what's with this? Like, is that 2 dice?
Or do you want to just borrow mine?
Sure.
Oh, there's
That
nothing.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
If you want.
Dice everywhere. Alright, thank you. Come on, snake eyes. What is that?
4 and that's 2.
6.
6 in total. Okay, she definitely heard you. As soon as you even started talking to the comms, she locks on her weapon and walks over to you. Ah, Captain, it's good to see you again. Stand up, please.
Stand up.
Did you get to say anything to us?
Yeah, did we hear?
Barely one word.
Okay, we know there's maybe a problem, but we don't know what.
Captain's in trouble!
Okay, but what kind of trouble would he be in?
She grabs you by the scruff of the neck and it's like, you can come with me. You could have made this so much easier for yourself.
Are the other guards looking?
They're busy rounding up stuff.
We're trying to help you.
Okay, should we just cut off all the oxygen?
Should I?
She puts the automatic gun in your back
Oh,
and starts
no.
walking you out.
So I can't try to
Oh,
disarm
walking
her and
out.
hold her as
Hang
a
on,
hostage.
walking out.
You're walking out of the chapel.
Ooh.
Okay, we'll see where this plays out from here. Okay, so I'm walking out with her. You didn't have to do this. You could have cut us in on your deal.
Oh, I was trying, Captain. You didn't want to
Trying? You
initiate
didn't
any sort of
mention it.
moves. Well, I had to see if you were serious or not. You weren't interested.
Well, you didn't.
I sort of got the wrong idea about what you were offering.
Okay, we're not doing that. Okay, you get in a lift with her, and she takes you up to the command deck with a pass that she has.
Where are we going?
To the bridge.
Okay, but why?
You'll see.
Couldn't you just tell me? I hate surprises.
She gets to the bridge, and she gets on her comms, and she's like, bring up the others too. And down in the chapel, you see her grab the Baron and Steele, and they start to bring them up, and the guards just leave you there.
Alone.
Mm-hmm.
By myself.
Not you, in the chapel. You're already up in the
So
bridge.
you guys.
Ah.
So they didn't come to us with a bag.
No.
Seth and I didn't get a chance
Okay,
to.
so hang on. If all the guards have left the chapel, you guys can tell us what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely can.
Okay, cool.
So now we just need to shut down the oxygen on the bridge.
Okay.
The captain's there. Okay, so the other guards and the Baron and Steele get onto the turbo lift and make their way to the bridge. What is everyone doing in the chapel while this is happening? They just left you there, basically.
But they've stolen everyone's stuff.
Correct. They have.
So I'm
Did they-
telling these guys everything that's happening and following
Did they take
wherever the.
Nova?
They didn't take Nova, they left her there. But they did take the necklace she was wearing.
Ah.
Okay.
That was the first thing they took.
So Nova's there. I'm going to tell Nova to head back to the ship. We're going to get her out of there
Yeah, well, that fixes that problem. She can just go.
What I'm wondering is,
and collect Liliana out of the bathroom. And
yeah, if we
Yep.
try and like do the original oxygen plan, but on the bridge, so everyone's knocked
Well,
out.
technically, we don't know where they've taken them.
Correct.
well,
we
I
don't.
followed to the elevator, and surely the bridge is the top of the ship type of thing, isn't it?
Is it like?
Unfortunately, it doesn't say where the lift is because there's multiple turbo lifts on that lift as well. So,
Okay.
Oh.
and it goes crossways, it goes upways, it can go anywhere.
Oh,
Captain,
so the Starfleet one.
Any way you could tell us where you are would be great.
You hear the crackle in your ear, but you're not responding. You could try to respond.
Oh, well, they're busy with everyone else coming up.
Okay, so
You know how to stealth roll.
Oh, no, I
You
just
just
really lost
did you roll something?
You
I
turn,
was just
you
testing
turn the
that.
mic on and go, why are we in the bridge?
So everyone arrives at the bridge. Steele starts to plead for his life in front of you, starts crying,
Oh.
and starts offering money.
Captain
I'll
Steele?
give you
Oh,
anything you
thank you.
want. And Asante says, you will drop the lawsuit against Blue Sun and forget about marrying Liliana.
Ooh.
And she takes out some, one of the guards give her some sheets of paper. It's like, Blue Sun would like to open negotiations on the mineral rights on what you own on Vesperone. Sign at the bottom to approve. And he's bawling his eyes out, and it's like, and he starts signing it away.
Big tough arm stealer.
I know.
Take Steele back to my ship.
Ooh.
One of the guards takes him and heads to the turbo lift. He'll be sent to Canton. He'll be working for a guy named Higgins. I'm sure you know him, Captain.
Yes, you do.
Do? Yep. Oh, that.
It's a mud world.
Son.
Make mud and sell it.
I'm gonna quit my job tomorrow and go sell mud.
It's about what he deserves.
I like how this is playing out so far. I mean,
But we haven't gotten paid.
yeah.
They have the bag with all the stuff in it.
Yeah, we get that bag.
Have you figured out what's going on yet, Captain?
Yeah, look, all I care about is getting these two lovebirds reunited and getting that necklace.
Oh, I see. Well, you won't be getting the necklace, unfortunately. That is coming with me.
Oh, come on, you got everything else.
Ah, that we do.
Okay, so give me the
Hmm.
necklace.
You can have Liliana. That is fine. I just wanted to stop the wedding. I do not care what happens with her.
Well, is there any way we can get paid? We need fuel and food.
Hmm.
You haven't even got paid from the
Suppose.
Baron.
Oh no, the Baron owes us, so at least give us the brooch as collateral.
She looks at the Baron. It's like, do they deserve anything? So I suppose they do. I'm not in a really position to say or give anything, am I?
We need some sort of payment. We did get your daughter here safely.
She indicates to one of the guards, and they pass you one of the bags of the stolen goods.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Anything better
Alright,
than nothing.
thanks.
So, Captain, you may not know this, but you know we actually met once.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar.
During the war.
The war went for a while. Can you remind me when and where?
Maybe in time we'll see each other again. But for now, the Alliance is on their way. They've been told of a crew with a Firefly class ship have been robbing the place. I advise you to get away as soon as you can.
Alright.
She holds the gun up to you and walks back slowly with the rest of the guards and enters the turbo lift and leaves you on the bridge by yourself.
Alright, I get on comms and let everybody know that I need to get back to Serenity straight away.
Yep.
And yeah, grab the bag and just...
Where's the other bags? Are they still on the bridge?
I assume that the guards took the other bags and just left us the one.
Correct.
Is there
Okay,
any way to
Captain.
unlock the ship from the
Yeah, I was
bridge?
going to say, can you undo the ship?
Yeah,
Because we still need
that's a
to
good idea.
unlock it
Okay,
and
so
open the door.
I have a look around and see if I can unlock the latches for whatever so we can get out.
Give us a roll to understand which one's which.
Unless there's a way I can do it from engineering.
No. It's all controlled from the bridge, those ones.
So I can't just turn off everybody's mag locks.
Well,
So
we
it'd be
could
a
probably-
mental no, maybe? Mental no?
Over comms, we could probably give a bit of advice.
Yeah, can I
Yep.
help?
Absolutely, you guys can over the comms.
Okay, I'll give you an extra no.
You
So
could probably
an extra
explain
D8.
what he sees.
Alright, so what am I rolling then? That would be
A mental, a no,
mental no.
and an extra D8.
Okay, so that's an 8, a 4 and an 8.
You take your top two.
Alright. So, sorry, 2 8s and 1 4. Cool. See how this looks. That's a 5 and 2 D8s. So this looks like. That's not right, is it?
No, that's plus
Yeah,
2.
+2, yeah. And you did +1 on the 4. But you rolled a 4, so...
Is that right?
No, you want +0.
Right. Okay. 2d8. That's right. 5 plus
Yeah,
4 is
5
9. Okay, cool. So I got a 9 and a 5.
Is it the top?
Yeah,
two
so you're
dice?
going to take your top two. So
Yeah. Okay.
you scored a 5, a 4, and a 4. So
9.
it's 9 in total.
Okay. 9.
9?
9.
Excellent. You do locate the controls.
Brilliant. Cool.
Was an
Don't
extraordinary
press the button
success.
until I get there!
Are you coming up?
Well, we just start floating away!
Oh, right. Okay. While that's happening,
Unless
I
Walsh
also,
is still on board and you can stop it.
I still
Well,
look around
everyone's
the
heading
bridge
back
to
to the
see if
ship.
I can
Yeah.
steal anything too. Anything of value on the bridge.
No, nothing.
If only we knew where they were going.
We've got a
Where's
bag of
this ship?
treasure.
Where's Ashanti's ship?
Excellent question.
We can't. Okay, find out on the bridge where Ashanti's ship is.
Yeah, okay, so I look and try and locate her ship.
If you look at the records and you see what's currently docked, you do not see anything specific that you would think it's her ship.
Oh.
Is anyone at Serenity at the moment that I can talk to on comms?
Shepard's there. Walsh is
Okay.
back on ship too, I believe. And Zoe, I suppose.
Alright, so I'll ask Walsh, I guess, if he can see any other ships on the same dock as ours.
With anybody approaching them?
Yeah.
No, just us here, Captain. Can't
We-
see anyone else.
Are we the only ship on the dock?
Yes.
Because there was like 4 docking bays, wasn't there?
It's all segmented.
Okay, so if we're the only one if we're the only one in that bay, can I just lock down the other ones so there's no getting out of them at all?
Yeah, you could try and lock down the ships. You can't lock down. Oh, I suppose you could lock down the base. Actual exit
There's
points
all
and
the
things
Lock
like
down
that.
everything
Yeah.
except ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if I can lock them on the ship and then we can get off.
Yeah,
I'll
you
get
can
through.
absolutely do that.
Alright, let's try that then, I guess. So yeah, I'll try and lock down all other bays except for ours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want to take the Baron with us?
But didn't they take the Baron?
No,
No, he's still there on the bridge with you.
they
Is
took
he?
steel.
What the fuck's he doing there?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought,
still buggered off with them.
what? I don't know, what are we going to do with him?
If we rescue him, he might pay us.
Okay, I'll
Otherwise,
look at...
otherwise we can throw him at an airlock.
Okay, I'll look at the Baron and say, Baron, do you know how to work any of these contraptions?
No. Why
Uh,
would I?
Do you want to come with us? And look at-
Preferably not. Why would I want to go with
Okay.
you?
Then stay
I've
here
still got
and
my
die.
ship here.
Okay.
Just go around and die.
Just forget him then. Okay, I'll go back to locking
Yeah.
down on the airlocked.
You got about 20 minutes for the Alliance rock up.
Okay, cool. So I'll try and lock down the other ones. So, what do I roll for that one? That would be a... Is it the same
Same
again?
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was mental... No. Can I do another borrow of
Yeah.
that one?
For this, because I also have no, I might also lend you an extra one just in case this really.
So you can have
You have
3
3
D8s.
3d8. Okay, so I'll do 1d4. Which is 3. And then I'll do 3d8.
3d8, yeah.
Well, no, because I wouldn't be a d8. Am I?
Well, I think because it's your mental that you're doing the d8
Yeah.
for. The
That's
4
right,
is
yeah.
for the no.
Yeah, okay, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
I get you now. Cool. Alright, that, roll that. Do 5, 9.
So a 5 and a
So
3.
5 and 3, so that's an 8.
8.
8.
Excellent. You do find it.
Sweet. Alright, lock down the other ones.
Okay.
And
Done.
I've unlocked ours, because I did that the first time. So
Yep.
yeah, cool.
Okay. Heading back to the ship.
Yes.
Do you believe everyone else is back there by now? It's just yourself.
Don't take the first lift because I don't want to bump into her again.
Yep.
So take one that looks like she wouldn't take and take back down the
Mhm.
ship just for safety reasons. I'm just trying to think that's everything, isn't it? There's no point going back. We've got to get out of here before the Alliance get
Yeah.
here.
I don't know if there's anything else we can do.
No. I'm just trying to think like, can we take anything before we leave? Like,
Well, you got a bag of stuff.
I
Might
take
have-
this
might find something.
vase and this chair when I'm at it. Go back to Serenity, hop on it, and yeah.
Just dragging a
Get
chair
out.
behind you.
Have you got
Because you
cushion?
never know. I mean, Liliana might have some stuff.
Mm.
I don't know, trust fund or something.
Okay.
What about the Bride and Nova and where are all them?
Didn't they go back with you?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
Daniel?
Yeah.
yeah, we took them back to the.
Oh, okay,
Daniel was
sorry.
with Liliana and Seth came with you too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Fair enough.
That was a interesting twist.
He just likes the gym workout, I guess.
When you get back to your ship.
Protein slutties.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're back on Serenity. I guess being the captain, make sure everyone's accounted for on board, go up to the flight deck with our ship and tell Walsh to get us out of there. Walsh,
Okay.
Yeah. He's the pilot.
Walsh is the pilot.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Okay, you leave the docking bay and you fly off into the black.
And that took us 3 sessions.
Yes.
But I want to find out what happened. Did
What
they
everyone
get
else does in a
busted?
3-hour one shot, we did in 3 sessions.
Basically, it is one of the longest ones because that is what you went through just then, and this is basically the next one. So
Did we find out if they got caught by the Alliance though?
Isn't that the one you just showed us, the one I printed out today for you?
this is the one that we printed out today. This is the one you printed out.
It was 40 pages I printed out
Yeah,
for you.
and that's what we just went through.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought that was the next one.
No.
Far out.
So it's a lot bigger, the one we just went through. So we should get through this in one session. Should.
But yeah, did we find out what happened with them and the Alliance? Did they get locked on the ship? Or?
No, you don't find out.
Damn.
So
No
you like
closure.
hell.
Do we at least find out how much the miscellaneous bag of loot was worth?
Yeah.
If you sold it all, you get about 1,000 credits out of it.
Oh.
Man, how much is a tank of fuel?
About 1,000 credits.
Oh
or
god.
something.
I
Actually,
still
not.
can't fix my engine?
How do these guys survive?
Barely.
It's like we didn't do anything at all.
No. But isn't that every episode?
You broke even.
Yeah.
Which
You
is-
broke even, and you're all alive. That's what matters.
Got some experience.
And we have a couple of hostages.
We do actually, yeah.
Hostages.
Are they just gonna hang out?
They prefer to be taken to the most populated planet nearby. I'd say.
Do
You
those-
could probably ask
We
them.
can ransom her back to our dad.
Will they at least pay us?
Probably
for,
doesn't
like,
want her after that.
passage?
We could sell them into slavery.
Mm.
Or just dump them
We
in
can
that
sell it to
mud
the mud planet.
Yeah. Mud figures.
They always need people.
Do they pop up in the next episode? Or?
Don't believe so, no.
I don't think they're gonna pop up again.
So many unanswered questions.
Alright, do you want the answers or you want to just have it? Is a possibility you might see them in the future.
Well, if they're not in the next chapter, I'd be very
They're
curious
not.
as to what we did and how we got rid of them and where they went.
Okay. They got away.
What, they stole it?
Huh?
Oh, the people. Oh, Ashanti.
Because they weren't in the docking bays.
Oh,
They have gear, which let them attach themselves to the hull elsewhere
Oh.
and get inside the ship another way.
oh,
Stealthily?
Wow.
Avoiding the weapon sensors.
Man,
Yeah, that's clever.
all of them did for nothing. Oh, well, except one got us off the ship.
Hmm.
I'd be bummed out.
Anything else left unanswered that you're curious about?
If we killed one of them, like Ashanti or whatever it was, if we decided to kill her in that would completely change the whole course of everything.
Correct, it would.
Okay, so-
I don't
Yeah.
know
If you killed Asante, yes.
If we
Before
killed
that
her on
happened.
Serenity, then
yeah.
We should have
What
just
the
let her
hell's
bleed
that?
out.
Oh
When
my
she did that
god,
stupid-
yes!
Falling onto some.
She would have died from that.
Tetanus styles, yeah.
In my mind, she'd like nicked her vein and was just.
well, that's right. She was bleeding out. I mean, just you can't help accidents if it opened up further.
Kind of goes, oh no, I've got to cut it open a bit to get at the. Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry, I injected you with a bit of arsenic. Oh. Always mix them up.
Arsenic painkillers,
Yes.
same difference.
They're all blue.
I mean, they're both killing pain. It's just in different ways.
Different pain
So
levels.
future runs, are we just going to kill off and all like...
Everyone we meet that we don't immediately trust, just kill them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rock up somewhere the whole...
You're a bit sus. You're dead now.
Yeah.
Next time
Suddenly
someone
the most ruthless Firefly crew out there.
someone pulls another like weird injury like that, they're not making it
That's
out.
me.
They're dead.
This person cut their arm and you're like, man, Cool.
Good, we'll slice their neck.
Oh no. They tripped and fell. Their head's gone.
So, oh, you tripped and fell and scraped your knee.
We're gonna become
Sure,
new
super
rapists.
believable.
So one thing I think we need to do is get a 3D printer so we can plastic print weapons that can go through metal detectors.
Damn right.
Yeah, I think we could somehow work. I don't know if 3D printers were around when they made the show.
Yeah, but also the sensors are more advanced, is it? They're not metal detectors, they could be literal weapon detected.
They'd probably be advanced enough to go, you have a non-metallic gun object in your pocket.
Okay, what's the plan? So you've got some passengers on board, or stowages, or hostages. I'm not sure what you're planning with them. You've got some stolen goods to get rid of. You have a plan for what you want to do at the moment, or?
We obviously got away without the Alliance finding us.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You got away in time.
I guess we just travel to the closest outpost or whatever we can get to. I don't know.
Head to an outpost, or you can head back to Vesperone if you'd like. That's where Badger is. You could sell your ad hoc goods to him. You know that you can go through him for that sort of stuff
Well,
safely.
Punch his nose
mostly.
in too while I'm at it.
mm,
Yeah. He's used to that.
well, where would our hostages like to be dropped off if we're not going to drop them off on the mud planet? And is Seth going to go with her and protect
Preferably.
her forever?
Seth's going to, assuming you talk to them around dinner table and all that, but Seth is going to make his way back to the Baron. He just wanted to make sure that Liliana gets set up wherever she's going first.
Okay.
But he'll make his own way back there, and Liliana and Daniel just want to be dropped off at a populated planet and not sold into slavery, preferably.
Do we just drop them off on the planet that we're fencing our goods at?
Yeah,
Best
Well,
friend.
we picked her up on Persephone, so
Yep.
you know, but it was also where she had a mark on her head.
But not on Prospero.
Vespero's convenient for us, so that's where we
Nova's
can go.
volunteered to help her with a bit of makeup and disguising herself for a while,
Man, good luck to them too.
and she wants to go back to Vesperone. Am I saying it wrong, Vesperone, or how'd you say it?
Persephone.
Persephone. That sounds better. Persephone.
Oh,
She wants to go
that
back
was
there anyway.
the same word, okay.
Yes. That's how it's written.
Okay.
It's an annoying
Persephone.
word.
I like both of them. They both sound
Yeah,
cool.
phosphorus sounds great.
Yeah. Alright, well, how many do we have? We had Seth and Daniel and the bride. Is there anyone else?
Nova.
No.
Nova.
But she wasn't one of the hostages. She was just a helper.
And she's a companion, so she should be able to make her way quite well.
Should be fun.
I think like, we could probably drop her off at Prospero and she'll be able to make her way wherever she wants to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if we could ask if Daniel's family has any money that he can give us for all this trouble.
He was a slave on working for
Yes,
the Baron.
correct. He was indentured.
God.
I don't think anyone can pay us for this journey.
Everyone's so poor in the future. We went through so much. And we got nothing out of it.
You got some creds, depending on how much of a cut that Badger takes. From your
Oh,
stolen
he's
goods.
getting nothing out of this.
Well, yeah, he's selling it for you. How do you know how much he sells it for? You can try and sell it yourself if you'd like. That's a possibility thing. That's a possible thing.
No, I guess. What does everyone want to do? Let Badger sell it for us? What's the cut that he would take?
50% maybe.
Oh my god.
He's bleeding us dry. Is there anything like fun or interesting in the bag?
No. It's basically just jewellery. Expensive. Nice looking jewellery. Unless you want to keep it for yourself.
Nothing we probably want to keep.
No. But that 1,000 credits was an estimate of what you would receive if you sold through Badger from your previous experience and things you sold through him. So
okay.
yeah.
Right.
He'll probably sell for about 2,000 credits, but he
has
takes the risk
connections.
of getting caught as selling stolen goods, you know. So
Well, that's right, because the other option is going over to Whitefall to Patience, and she's not going to shoot you. So, punching Badger in the face, he'll get over it. Patience probably won't.
But, this was,
Yeah.
given how far away these goods were stolen, is anyone going to know that they were stolen?
Probably not right now. Badger might have an idea because why would we bring them to him?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll know they're stolen, but he's well connected enough to get rid of them. Because nothing's marked alive, so he's not going to care.
We just count our losses, give it to him, and then continue on. Drop them off, get rid of them. Get them off the ship, cleanse it, clean it.
Okay. Excellent.
Put some cows on board.
Alright. So you go fetch your goods, drop off your visitors and your stowaways. Walsh comes to you, Captain. It's like, I've got a bit of a request.
Shoot.
If we don't have a mission, I might be able to find us some credits.
Ooh, I'm listening.
So an old friend of mine sent me a message, a Shepard. And he says he's got an opportunity for us to make some credits in a race. But he needs some help with this race.
What kind of help?
He runs an orphanage. And basically the town runs a race every year. And that race is in a few days. And he needs to win this race, but the credit prize is substantial. But he owes money to the to a certain person. And some of that prize money will go towards that person, and the rest will be ours, he said.
They're having a race at an orphanage.
At the town.
Called the orphanage.
No, the shepherd runs the orphanage near the town.
Is he racing orphans?
No.
I
They're racing
mean, orphans would be live.
hoverboats.
And secondly, they'll run really fast and you can go,
I was going to say, you piqued my interest, but now...
It's like a greyhound race. You search like a sandwich.
That's right, instead of which they go ring along the line, off they run.
Either that or adoption papers.
Call that hoverboat. A ship race.
Okay,
Hoverboats.
Right, okay.
Hoverboats on land.
Oh, hoverboats, okay.
Okay.
Piloted by orphans.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, he's a good man, Shepard. He's a shepherd. His name's Rust. Haven't seen him in
Rusty Shepherd.
many years, but we should help him out if we can, Captain.
We should or you should? Because you're asking for this request here.
I'll drive the hoverboat for sure.
And I'll make it go faster.
Yes.
Come on,
Look,
Captain. When you've been to the last time we had like a little fair and a party.
Alright,
Actually,
let's
last
do
time
it.
actually wasn't very exciting. But
I mean, we need some more credits for dinner tonight. We've only got enough for a tank of fuel.
yeah, are they going to give us dinner? From the orphanage?
I'd say they could put us up for some dinner.
Yay, grill.
Alright, cool. We're in.
He didn't really say in his message, but we might be there for a few days by the looks of it. So.
Oh, he's giving us dinner then.
Definitely.
Yep. I don't live off sticks and barks, so we're gonna have to.
Okay. Heading
What?
there.
What planet is it, and who does he owe money to? Because that could be dangerous if...
I wish it would just say a planet on here, but it says a frontier world held by the Alliance during the Unification War. That's the planet.
Can't we just make up a planet?
There's plenty of
Yes.
them
Vespine.
in the list.
Yeah.
Vespi? What was it?
Vesperon. That's how I said it. It's the same planet you're on.
Yeah, we're already on that one.
But yes, it's not too far of a flight from where you are. It's near the coast on Newhall. Oh, Newhall is the name of the planet. Okay.
Okay. Well, look, I'll check with the crew first, and if everybody's on board for it, then we'll do it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll set the coordinates. Just let us know and we'll be good to go, Captain.
No, you talk to the crew. I'm gonna go have a sleep. You
Oh.
go ask the crew and
I
see if
see.
they're okay with it. You want to do this venture? You do the hard legs.
He goes to the crew. I'm assuming the crew says yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he sets course. Get there, it's about half a day's travel from where you are. And he goes to land. So there is a small town And where this orphanage is, it's just outside the town by a good couple kilometres, I'd say. It's a bit separate on the coast. A bit of ways from the town. Okay, you go to land. A lone man starts to walk out towards the ship. Who's going out to greet him?
Guess the captain would.
Anyone else?
I'll stay at the door of the ship with my trusty. What's the name of the wolf?
Vera.
Vera.
Simon? Kaylee?
I'll walk with you if you want a bit of company.
Thanks. Alright, we'll go out there and greet this lone stranger.
Walsh comes out with you, since he's a good friend.
Is he the one that's initiating me since this is his mate Rusty and stuff? Or
Yes.
okay, I'll just let him do the talking.
Walsh walks out, gives him a hug. Long time no see sort of thing. So Shepard is a small, academic looking man. He looks very fit and strong for his size. That's about all for his description.
Doesn't say very much.
Like he turns to yourself. I do believe you are the captain of the ship?
Correct. And
Oh.
you are Rusty?
Rust. Shepard Rust. You can call me Rusty if you'd like there,
I
Captain.
will call you Rusty, thanks.
Very well. But thank you for coming and your crew. There is a couple of you. Did Kaylee come out?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna look at all these hover boats that they've got.
Thank you for coming. You do see the orphans start to creep out of the house as well. They're coming towards you. There is a good 12 of them, I think.
Can I give the orphans a little friendly little
A couple of them wave back.
No, you can't.
You know, you
How
just
dare
put my
you
hand
wave.
around.
Okay. So he's like, please come inside. We'll talk about this inside if you'd like.
Alright. Are we just walking inside with him past the orphans? Or-
Yep.
Alright, I just pull
The orphans are like swarming around you guys at the moment.
pull out a piece of bread and rip it up and throw it at them like a stuff.
They're not pigeons.
Just throw a handful of crumbs. Go kids.
Vera staying in the ship.
Well, I'm at the door to the
the
ship,
door?
so I'm keeping lookout
Okay.
all around.
Watch those orphans. They get on that ship.
If they try and get on the ship,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. How do the orphans look? Are they like healthy or?
For the most part, they look fed. Not well fed or anything, but they don't look like skin and bones or anything.
They got mud hands or?
They're mostly clean.
Okay, so they're not mud sellers, diggers.
I think if there's mud on them, that's just because they're children.
Okay.
Me just associating anything with mud.
Like, if anyone has a speck of mud on them, they're clearly a mud slave.
So you see about 30 orphans all up here and about the place. Inside, outside, walking around. So Rust takes you inside. The first thing that Captain notices is there's an altar in the corner. It looks like this is an altar to their parents, and there's various alliance medals and things like this from the war. That is the first thing you see. Whether you comment on it or not, that's up to you. But,
Just looking, observing. I just assume that the kids lost their parents in the war, so
Yeah.
putting two together.
one of the kids runs out to you, Jay. Starts talking to you, asking you questions.
Well, this is Vera. She's very pleased to meet you.
He does try to reach for it.
No touching.
No.
God, there's going to be
I'll teach you how to
29
shoot.
orphans soon.
How old are you? 5 years old? You're old enough to shoot.
Simon, you actually notice one of the kids is wearing the same glasses you did when you were a child. Just make it extra.
Okay.
So, while you're all inside, he's like, once again, thank you for coming. So, I'm in a bit of a debt, and there's a race coming up. But the main issue is with the debt that I owe. The person that I have this debt with is saying I need to pay it back sooner rather than later. And let's just say they want to turn this place into a brothel and probably get rid of all the orphans. We don't want that now, do we? It probably would be a good thing for all these orphans. They have nowhere else to go, Captain.
Look, don't put your guilt trips on me because you made bad life decisions. I'm willing to help you if you feed my crew.
We'll definitely feed you, put you up here, and give you a safe place in the many years to come if you'd like. If we still have the place, Captain.
Do you have any fuel for my ship?
I'm sure we could obtain it from the town.
Alright.
Don't have much here.
Okay, we'll help then.
With the hovercraft race, does he have a vehicle? Yeah.
We do have a vehicle. It's a bit out of repairs. I'm sure you'll be able to get it going before the race, though.
Well, have I got the person for you?
Show me where it is.
The race is at about 3 days.
There's plenty of time. I can just take some parts out of Serenity for temporarily.
What does the hovercraft run on? Is it like a fuel?
We could take her one of Serenity's big engines and stick it on the.
Yes.
Is there an engine limit?
There isn't a limit as such, but
Oh, see, look, we're fine.
I don't think the engine from Serenity's going to fit on there all too well. It probably won't move at all. In fact, might fall
Sure, it will
apart
move.
even.
I'll make it move.
You just like strap the hovercraft on top of the engine,
Yeah.
and then just once the engine gets going, you don't
You
need
got
any of it to get off.
That's right. That'll be fine.
Alright, so I'll order you to go check out that and get that up and running, and then I'll ask the guy, Rusty too, do you know the other races that will be going into the race?
Oh yes, we can.
We do, yes.
Can I have that list of the people that I can check on throughout town and get some background information? And do you have the course as well?
Well, we do, yes. I can give you all that.
Terrific, because I'd like to suss out this course as well and have a bit of a walk around since we've got 3 days just to check it for any.
I think also if we can have like what the rules of this race are. Like, are people allowed to whack each other mid-race?
Yeah, is it
Is
wacky
there
races
sabotage
or-
allowed or not allowed, but, you know, quietly?
Is it like Star
Joe is
Wars?
allowed to shoot from the sidelines. Yeah.
Is it like pod racing in
Yeah.
Star Wars?
That's what I'm picturing.
Tusken Raider.
They're like harpoons on different hovercrafts or...
Children.
You can get up in a mangrove with
Children.
bear on and just sit up there and. Maybe we could trick some of the kids to get into the course into the groves, the swampland. Yeah. Set booby traps. Maybe we should booby trap this if we win.
I mean, if we know the course, it's also like, I want to know if it's a thing that everyone else is booby trapping it, then we need to be out there booby trapping.
Yeah, 100%. Is there any way that we can figure out, like, these hovercrafts, are they just like, I'm guessing it's over wetlands if it's a hovercraft, or is it like, hovercraft is in like hover bikes?
Technically, it's a water planet, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm picturing like swamp, marshland. Yeah,
Fair
okay,
bit.
cool. So I wonder if we can set up like an EMP device in water in a certain
Quite
race that would
possibly.
go over it and it would like knock out.
As long as we're not first, because I'm that good at fixing our hover plane.
Well, I was thinking if we
No,
knew
no,
where
we-
they were.
Or you have like
Oh, we
the
gotta keep out of
EMP
it.
device
Yeah.
and give it a remote, and then
Yes.
you know
Yes.
someone's crouching in amongst like under the reeds, and they see someone that's not us, and they go.
Alright, let's test this. Well, let's test it. Since we've got 3 days, let's see if we can, on the first day, since we've got all this crew too, how much time will you need with the craft to get it up?
How
and running?
bad is it?
It needs a few repairs. But, he looks around. He's like, Jack.
Are you okay?
calling out.
Are you,
Oh.
are you ill?
No, I am in good health, thank you.
It sounds like you made a really sick sounding cough.
Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Oh,
He's one of the oldest boys here. He'll show you where the ship is. It's
Please
just
don't.
around near the
I
outhouse.
just heard Jack.
okay. So I'll go with Jack and have a look at.
He comes, the Jack
Boat
enters
wreck?
the room. He's about 13, 14 years old, mid-teens.
Oh.
So
Maybe kids
I'll show you where it is. It's just outside. It needs some work. I've tried to fix some things myself, but I haven't been able to.
Okay.
So while they're off doing that, I'll get a layout of the course and head out there.
Yep.
Grab some of the crew.
Okay, it's like, well, so I'll let you know the rules as far as I know them, but anything else you might need to ask around. I haven't actually been in the race myself, if you know what I mean.
Who are you expecting to race on your behalf? Or are you just betting on whoever?
Race on my behalf? You.
Like, okay,
Walsh,
so...
Pilot.
Walsh is going to pilot, right?
Yes.
See? Okay, right. So Walsh is the pilot of the craft.
Hmm.
What are we betting money on? Because he wants us to
The
bet.
purse.
No,
Right.
it's the prize money. We're
Yeah, prize
Yeah,
money.
we get the purse.
Right, okay, so we're just doing a buy-in to get into the race.
Yes.
How much is the prize?
It varies from year to year. I don't think it's been announced yet, but about 5,000 credits.
Whoa.
And how much do you need?
I owe them about half that.
So it's still going to take better than the last job, Cap.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great. Sneak a booby trap this one. Right, so...
So your main adversary is the mayor himself, and that's who I owe the money to as well.
Mm.
Can I ask the doc to poison this guy and take him out completely?
Potentially. Maybe we ask around, see if he likes to drink at the tavern.
Because how screwed have we got in the last job? I'm ready for blood in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to take a look at this boat.
Yeah,
You're already out there looking at it, looking it over.
No, not
the mayor's boat.
Oh, the
mayor's
mayor's boat. It's possible.
With the rules, is it just a race? Is there anything?
So it is a race. It's the first one over the line, the finish line. Crew of 3 only. They don't have to be conscious, but they have to be alive.
Okay.
How many laps?
Oh my god.
Is it a combat
They don't have to
race?
be conscious.
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy ordnance is frowned upon, but anything else goes.
Do we know if like the hovercrafts have weapons on them, or is it handheld weapons?
It could be either.
I see.
Ours doesn't have anything equipped as such.
Give
We've
us time.
got a Vera and a sharpshooter. Is there any way you can silence that thing to, not make it so suspicious?
Well, but we're allowed weapons, so
True.
Vera doesn't count as heavy ordnance, does it? Does she?
I don't think so.
No,
I
no.
need one of those, what do they call them, where they fire it out of a cannon and has the hook on it?
Harpoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like a harpoon isn't that high tech. We
No.
should be able to build it in
Yep.
like 3 days.
Yep.
Less
And then
than
just break a little bit and nosedive them into the ground.
But they're on hovercrafts. Wouldn't these hovercrafts be like air underneath?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if we like hit that and popped it, so they just, so we could like a spike track somewhere in this.
Well, it depends
I
how.
don't think it's like our traditional hovercraft.
I think
I
they're
think it's like, you know,
sci-fi
like-
hover-
There's actually
sci-fi
air in
ones.
between.
Think more like Tatooine.
Yes.
Spears.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yep, yep.
So
With
I can
Vaseline
fire
on
off
it.
the ground. Okay, back to the EMP.
I mean, the EMP is not awful, I think.
So
And accidents happen with mines.
It's true.
And you,
going to the boat out the back, you're with Jack, and Walsh came with you as well. Give you a bit of an idea. You can give us a roll to see what sort of shape this boat is in. It's a mental plus fix roll. And Walsh can assist with the D8.
oh, I need a better one.
While that's happening, you do hear the sound of a very loud engine.
This is a big man.
Kaylee looks up and notices the ship that's coming towards them is a surplus G-cab unit D8.
What that is.
The Rust, Shepard Rust looks at you and he's like, It sounds like the mayor is coming to say hello to our new visitors.
Is he in a hovercraft?
No, this is an actual flying spaceship.
Right.
It's a... Kaylee would know that it's a large military vehicle.
Oh, okay. His compensation would be
Alright. Are you heading out to see him, or are you staying put inside the house, or what's Jane doing?
I'm teaching orphans how to shoot guns.
Okay. Yep.
And just get on the comm to you quickly and say, get ready to shoot this guy in the head if it goes south.
I mean, if you shoot him before the race, you can't compete in the
That's what I'm
race.
thinking. We could have gotten paid so much last time if we just let that person kill. So has this ship landed?
Yes, just next to Serenity.
Oh, the roll too. How did that go?
How did you go the roll?
An 8.
An 8. Okay. You figure out the boat could be fixed, but it's going to be tricky. Luckily, the base structure is sound. Once the holes are patched, at least it'll float.
Does it have a time frame, like a day, 2 days to fix?
A few days. You're thinking you're going to need supplies. You think you're going to need some paint, wood, nails, engine parts,
Okay. I can probably.
at least.
I think we want to go to town, so we can probably pick up supplies when we do that.
Town's
We'll
going
go
to have
to
the
town and
majority of it.
see if we can see the competition.
Yeah. Like, see if we can do anything about seeing their boats, but also can probably just ask around and see if we can learn anything about them.
Okay, so the mayor comes down from his ship and starts to walk towards the orphanage. He has 4 men with him, all armed to the teeth, obviously. Did you come out of the building, or did you stay in there?
I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Shepard came with you and he's like whispers to you, please don't start anything, Captain, not in front of the orphans, and he'll probably just call the Alliance down if you do anything to him. Just
Me?
so
When
you
have
know.
I ever wronged anybody?
Do you want a list? I've been keeping notes in my notebook.
I didn't know you were with me. I thought you were still in there.
Simon,
I'm
sir.
just shouting on the doorway so I can hear you.
Did Kaylee stay with the ship? With Jack?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I will. I don't think I'll go to town yet.
Okay.
See, go to see your mayor dude.
The mayor walks over and is like, Shepard, looks like you have some friends with you. Are you going to introduce us?
Well, you can introduce yourself to me, partner.
Oh, I am the mayor. Who might you be? What brings you here?
I am a captain. I am here because I wanted to look at hiring a child. I mean,
Hiring a child.
It's a call,
That
sorry,
sounds
everyone.
terrible.
Well.
Adopting a child.
You're a man after my own heart if you're looking to hire anyone.
Adopting. Not hiring.
Some of the orphans that come around and are with you as well. So
How do they
shoot
react to
them
the
all,
hiring a child?
a few of these might be my employees soon enough when I take over this building.
Oh yeah, what are you thinking? What
A
are they gonna-
whorehouse.
I mean, for the kids, what work are they going to be doing?
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to find something for them.
Oh yeah.
Maybe when they're a bit older as well.
That seems a bit morally wrong though. Like, I don't know, I'm a pretty, skippy guy, but...
Really interesting. You're looking to hire one just before, so...
Hire, adopt, it's similar.
I didn't know he heard that. So how long have you been mayor for?
Years now. I've been voted in. Everything is peaceful. I'm sure that's not changing anytime soon, is it, Captain?
peaceful because of the communism regime, or
You're making friends here, again.
I don't like this guy.
He spits on the ground in front of you and he's like, let's say we keep the peace around here, Captain.
With your 4 armed guards, I'm sure we'll have to keep the peace, won't we?
Yes. Yes,
Again.
absolutely.
4 guards. Or 1 guard with 4 arms.
Yes.
I spit too, but it comes out as a drool.
Just like dribbles down your
Quickly wipe it
into
away.
your clothes.
Thinks you're mentally unstable now.
That's the thing, start twitching.
Oh, God.
If you need me to pretend to be your handler, just yell.
I don't really have any questions for this bloke.
It's a awfully fine brown coat you're wearing there, Captain.
Thanks, it's usually the colour of leather.
Very well. Are you staying long in town?
We're here for the race.
The race. Okay, you staying here? Points out the orphanage building.
Oh yeah, I'm staying on the planet. I'm just a smart ass to this guy. Fuck this guy.
Right. Let's see how it's going to be, Captain.
Not going to give us a look at that damn boat of yours.
I don't know if he's going to think you're a smartass after your like little
You can ask him
moment.
about his
Yeah,
boat.
I know, he just thinks you're a simpleton now. He's probably thinking, my God, this is the
Yes, I
capital
am
of
on this
Firefly."
planet.
Always keep them on their toes.
Oh, God. Okay,
Are you going in the race? Meh.
that I will be with my team. We haven't lost one yet.
No? What's your secret to winning?
Yeah, taking out the opponents.
Like killing them or just beating
Oh,
them?
well, there are a few deaths in the race. I wouldn't say we kill all of them. I wouldn't say we kill all of them.
Right. Are you going to be flying with your crew of 3 or 4 behind you here?
Crew of 3, that's the rules.
And if I win, do I get to become mayor of this bog town?
Are you going in the race, Captain?
Well, I don't know if you heard me before, but I said I'm here for the race.
Yes, I thought you were just watching.
Oh, I'll be watching from the front row, in first place.
You know you can't use your transport class ship you got here to fly. This
Oh,
race.
don't you worry about that. We've
We may
got
take our engines off though.
we've got our little mechanic hiding away, building something proper.
Building something, you say. You're not using that piece of junk Rust has here, are you?
No, we were going to use a wooden tree and some nails and paint it black and see how we go floating down the river.
Alright. Very well then. Look forward to seeing you in the race there, Captain.
Really?
I'll have my eye out for you.
Thanks.
He taps his gun.
Been
on his
watching
belt.
you. Before you go, is there any good places to drink around here?
Oh, of course. There's the tavern in town. It's got a name. Multiple watering holes. We've got the ocean view. But you probably want to go to the Red Saloon. That's more up your alley.
Oh yeah, and which one do you usually frequent?
Not the Red Saloon.
Right, I'll be going to the Red Saloon then.
I see. I think it was the only two. Yeah, just two. Very well. He looks at his men and I think we'll take our leave. There's not much else here to see by the looks. Sort of just nods at you and they turn around to leave.
You've totally made friends there.
I've trust issues after the last time.
They get back in their ship and they head back towards the town.
Although I think that went well.
Russ lets out a breath that he was holding on to. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't shoot us, Captain.
What armour?
And they really seem to like you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Well, let's
So
go
I'm
down to
sitting out the back here working on this boat.
Oh, do you need a handkerchief, Captain? You've got something.
Oh, crap. Let's go get a drink at the. What did he say he goes to? The watering.
The
hole?
Red Saloon.
What was the other one?
The Ocean's View.
Ocean's
Yeah,
View.
let's go to Ocean's View and get a drink. I want to see if he's there and annoy him some more.
If we're going to town, we should stop by Kaylee and get our little grocery list.
Yep. Agreed.
Do you have a colour of paint?
Possibly.
I feel like
Is that
that's
his
going
name?
to be important to you.
Isn't red the fastest?
No, but pink
Well,
is
yeah, true.
faster than red.
Yeah, but pink is Kaylee's colour.
Magenta?
I think it's magenta only if they're completely out of pink.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my shopping list. The rest of it I can take from Serenity, as long as the
Okay.
captain doesn't mind to borrow it.
Just
It
don't
goes
tell
back
them.
to-
Oh, well, I know he won't really notice it. As long as we win and you don't crash too much, then we can put it back in Serenity. We'll still be able to fly away from here, so it
True.
should be good.
True.
So that we call the Buzzard. Roscoe Lake, the mayor. He didn't get the name Buzzard easily.
I call him a seagull. Comes in, shits all over the place and leaves.
The shepherd laughs at that, but he tries to hide it from the orphans. Please, Captain, we do have children present.
Sorry.
They poop all over the place.
One of the kids, what was his name? Thomas? Thomas comes and tugs on your sleeve. He's like, "What's a seagull, Captain?"
Just look around the place like,
There's no seagulls.
do you know what a bird is, kid?
Yeah, there's some birds here.
Do
Well,
you,
these ones don't believe you alone.
do you ever have a chip in your life?
No.
A potato chip?
No.
Never mind.
We eat gruel.
Aww.
Have any of the birds ever been really fond of your gruel?
No.
Okay. They're not going to know.
No,
what
give
We're
up.
not even
That's it.
fond of it.
It's a bird, kid. Do you know what a bird is?
Yeah, yes, we eat them occasionally when we catch them.
Gross. Okay, it's a white bird. Sort of just like step away and turn away from him.
Oh god. Okay. What's the plan?
Oh, we're heading into town. We've got the shopping.
Heading
list.
into town? Okay.
Um,
So-
is
Coming or
Jane
staying?
coming with us?
Yeah, I'll come to town.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Well, we're going to the watering hole. So.
The shepherd turns to you. It's like, "I'll prepare the rooms for your crew if you're staying in the orphanage, or are you okay on your ship?"
We'll stay on the ship, but yeah, unless the crew want to, I'm staying in my own quarters.
I'd rather be on the ship, to be honest.
Very well.
Yes, you.
The kids will be disappointed.
Oh, well, I'm sure that this is the least disappointing thing they've done.
They've had bigger disappointments in life.
Nice.
We've seen the table with the pictures of their parents.
Aww.
That was probably bigger than this.
Goodness.
Oh,
I
yeah.
quickly need to go to the toilet again. We're back. Oh.
Right, so we need to head into town to get supplies. Cool.
And then if we go to the one or both of the taverns, we might be able to ask about the other races.
I have a feeling something's going to happen in the story where we can't get to the mayor's manor to like fuck around with his ship. So
Probably not, but if we can see what they're running,
yeah, true.
might know who's
Oh.
stronger in what areas.
Because there might be like people are probably still working on their
Yeah.
vehicles and they might be testing them somewhere.
We'll just have it outside the garage. You know, have like a pit lane thing going on.
I still want to tinker with something on his house, though, like his water supply or something.
Maybe
Every time he comes out, his watering system turns on and wets him or something.
I was more thinking about poison, but yeah.
Yeah, okay,
What
yeah.
if like we just completely
Takes some
buy
hand up
out
in
their
it.
supply of paint and use the extra so whenever he comes out of his house sprays him with paint.
Yep. I more want
Not my
to take him
paint.
out
You
of
can use the
the
magenta
race.
one for that one.
Can't we take him out of the race rather than just upsetting his day?
Yeah, okay, fine. Swap it with like weed killer, sprays him.
Yeah, now you're
But-
on. Yeah.
As the
How about we
mayor,
take out
he's
his
probably the one
plane? Yeah,
involved
he's
in like gathering and distributing the prize money.
Alright.
True, but imagine how much money the town would give us if there was no mayor, communist leader. That could be our purse, and the orphanage would get to stay, so that means we just get all the money.
How have you figured out that he's a communist?
Well, because he seems to win the mayor election every year.
Could he not just be a businessman? He's not even pretending everyone is equal.
In this future, I've seen what's around, and all they're missing is the red flags with the workers' union hammer them. Alright, we're heading into town for supplies.
Into town?
Yep.
It's about a kilometre's way. You're taking your hovercraft.
Oh, it actually does.
No, your own. You've got your own little speeder thing you can take in.
Yeah, the sled thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
okay.
mule.
Sled
The mule,
mule,
that's
that's the name. You got a mule.
Cool.
You take in. A few of the orphans come running up to you to try and get in as well. They're trying to jump in. the speeder.
Sorry, kids. For safety reasons, this is not up to code. We're going to have to leave you.
Aww.
They just want to go have a beer. Come on.
I'm not babysitting. I do that enough at home.
Jack
They can
speaks up.
drive you home.
Every 13-year-old needs a beer.
Jack the older speaks up. It's like, I could point out all the places in town, Captain.
Good idea.
That might be useful.
Can I
Yeah.
come with?
Let's bring
One
it.
child.
Alright, you can watch the mule while we go in for a drink.
Thank you, thank you. He jumps in the back and sits down.
But no one else. And I guess we go
Heading
drive.
into town. You do notice the other kids running behind you,
Aww.
trying to keep up, but they obviously can't.
And Walsh pushes the thruster of it and blows them all backwards.
No, it slows down. When they get closer, it goes back again.
You're almost there, you're almost there.
Kids run all the way to town before they realise.
Okay, so as you're going through the town, Jack is pointing out the places to you. Do you just want to do a drive-by at the moment and he can point stuff out?
Yeah,
Basically,
we
so
should get a
you know
layout
what's
of
there.
town.
Let's do that
Yeah.
first.
So you pass Ben's Castle's hardware store,
Mhm.
Nai
What?
Nai's house.
No.
She, Jack's like, that's a widow that lives there who helps out the orphans occasionally.
Okay.
Kapoor's machine shop, Bilderbeck's timber mill, Mascar's boats, Lipinski's. They live there. They own the largest boat repair and construction yard in town. That's what that is. The Alliance Post, because it's a Alliance town.
Right. Now we're doing
The aquarium.
we can let the sharks out.
That's a weird thing to have there.
Actually.
Or if we do have access to the mayor's boat, we just like leave
Put
a
some
bit of
piranhas
blood
on there.
Mm.
or like fish chum on the side of it so it smells. Release the sharks.
We can't rely on
But they're
sharks.
flying, jumping sharks too.
Yeah.
Lasers on
Well,
the
I
head.
assume if they're hovercrafts, they're like that far off the water.
Oh
right?
yeah, I reckon Jaws could jump that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce can definitely jump there.
The candy store.
Oh, definitely.
Is it a candy store or a candy store?
Jack tells you it's a small shop, stocks all manner of sweets and candies in glass jars.
Woohoo!
Seems very
Run by Lisette.
Okay.
The Canterbury Farm is just outside of the town on the way in. Small farmhouse, barn. Canterbury's live there. Cletus Farm as well on the way in. Thick swamps. Cletus has lived there, obviously. The docks is on the other side of town along the shore. What's actually at the docks? Nothing major. Fishermen. Milligan's. It's an eatery. The Ocean View Tavern. Obviously the tavern. Points it out. He also does say that that's usually where the buzzard hangs out.
Do you really annoying?
I do.
The post office, a processing plant. That's where they process all the fish that's harvested. The Red Saloon. That's a lot of the places. Okay, so before we decide to go anywhere, I will tell you that basically you are on a timer. You've got 3 days technically, but all of the repairs take time. Depending on how you roll on the repairs and depending on how long it takes you to get the components for the repairs adds up time. So it builds out the days basically and how long it actually takes you to repair.
Right.
But we can split tasks.
Yeah,
Absolutely
like,
can.
I don't know if I need to be in the tavern, but I'm happy to start shopping.
Yep. I'll go to the tavern.
So
I'm gonna go shopping.
every single place that I mentioned,
Okay.
there is something you can do and talk to these people in these places as well. So something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Might not be relevant, like the candy store might not be relevant, but talking to someone in there might be. Basically, so everything has a plot.
Yeah, but
Thing
I can
around.
go to the candy store. You need sweetening up.
Okay, what's the plan? Everyone going to the same place to start off with, or dividing
No,
up?
Divide and conquer.
I think we were going shopping.
I'm going to the candy store. I'm going to buy candy for the
Okay.
orphans.
Oh, you can hit up the ticket. Who owns it?
That's why he's going there. Lisette. He's going to see Lisette. Jack mentioned Lisette, so yes. Who are you buying candy for? Can you remember the child that came and you were showing how to shoot stuff? What was her name?
Just
Did
I
you
don't
give her
think
a
I
name?
told you. No.
No?
Nichelle was her name. She's one of the oldest girls at the orphanage currently.
Michelle?
Nichelle. With an
Michelle?
N.
Yes. I'm buying candy for all the orphans, but yeah, I'll get something big for Michelle.
Okay. Alright, we'll start with the, so you're going to the tavern?
We're going shopping.
Shopping? Where are you going shopping?
I don't know. Do we want to start at Ben's Hardware, or would you like to go to Kapoor's machinery shop?
Maybe the machinery shop. I'm kind of intrigued by what they might have.
I know they could have plasma engines.
And one thing about the rebuilding of the hovercraft, you don't know what exactly needs fixing with the engine. You're going to have to tear it down and rebuild it basically to see what you need to do, if it needs anything. But at the moment it doesn't start. Something to keep in mind.
Right.
But you do need all the other parts as well, so.
Would you mind going down the list of parts? There was
Yep.
paint, wood, engine parts.
Rebuilding. Where was that list?
I don't know. It's like, why do we need paint, really?
Was it just to keep the border out? It's for one way, so what else?
No,
So-
it's just for the fun of it.
Waterproofing paint.
Yeah.
Holes that need filling in with wood. That's 2. That's the waterproofing. That's the holes. You need the nails for the wood. Oil for cleaning. I'm assuming you already have that on your own ship.
Yeah.
But yes, you need to tear it down, rebuild it, see if anything's wrong with the actual engine that's on there. I think that's all I mentioned, was it? Nails, the wood, the waterproofing paint.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
Cool.
so you may as well go to Ben's Hardware store.
Let's go, because hardware store will
We'll have all our paint, wood, and nails.
hopefully, yeah. And then with the engine parts, you might need to actually take the engine apart before you know what you need. So yeah, hardware store, I agree.
And I'm assuming Zoe would have come with Malcolm. She would not trust him to go to a tavern by himself
Definitely
in an
not.
alliance town.
Definitely not.
No.
Especially on, it's nowhere close to anniversary day, I hope.
Okay. Where is the tavern? Ocean View Tavern. When you enter, it's not a bad looking tavern. It's one of the finest inns in town. It's really spruced up. Looks like they've actually spent some money on it recently to refurbish it. Buzzard is present. As soon as you walk through the doors, he looks at you and he's like, and he turns around and goes back to his drink.
Right
Buddy, what's going on?
He does not
Careful, we got
respond.
3 hours.
Is he at the bar or at a table with people?
He's at the bar.
Alright.
With his
I'll
goons.
just pull up a stool next to him.
Yeah, it's okay.
His goons are around him. He's just. taking up most of
Is
the
there
bar.
any room for me to scooch on in next to you?
No.
Go up and put my arm in it. Buddy, what's going on? Fancy seeing you here. Did you get us a drink?
Not your buddy. If I buy you a drink, will you go away?
Oh, well, we'll just have to find out.
I hate you.
He sort of calls over the bartender and it's like, buy this man a drink. If he tries to get anything else, do not serve him.
Thanks, buddy. Grab the drink and just walk over to a table and sit down, but like looking at him.
Yep.
Facing him and just sitting there and just sipping slowly, making obnoxiously loud sipping sounds like.
Oh.
The zombie's gonna kill you before the command does.
Okay, so one thing you do notice, there is an actual list of all of the race crews that are attending the race on the bar.
Okay. Take a mental
Does it
note.
include the orphanage?
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry, what did you say?
Did it include the orphanage?
No, not currently.
Oh,
Do we need to sign up?
yeah, I would have thought Rusty would have done that. Okay, I guess I'll just go up to the barkeep and just say, hey, do you have to sign up for this or?
You sure do. You got yourself a hovercraft?
I sure do.
Okay, who you racing for?
The orphans.
Shepard.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you need the name of our craft?
Yeah, have you got the name? Is it a different craft than previously?
It's called Little Little Annie.
Little Annie? He takes the board and starts filling it out. Shepard's Rust. Little Annie.
Send that, Oliver.
It's a hard no.
Puts the thing back down. Oh, very well. Look forward to seeing you in the race. He sort of looks at the mayor, and the mayor's just watching you. Just
Turn to the mayor with wide eyes, like. With a smirk and go back off again, sit down. Who am I there with? Zoe.
Zoe, yep.
Okay.
The bartender talks to someone else, and then they head over to you, and he sits down with you with a beer in hand. He's like, Tanner Brimstone. Puts his hand up for a shake.
Malcolm Reynolds.
Nice to meet you, Malcolm. I am the race marshal.
Nice to meet you.
Anything you need to know about the race? I haven't seen you here before. You haven't raced before.
No, this is our first time. We're here to help the orphans. When we heard that the mayor was going to turn it to a whorehouse, we thought we'd be some good citizens and come and give a hand out.
A whorehouse, you say? We don't have one of them.
You look a bit interested. Do you
Yeah,
want a
slightly.
whorehouse? You want a whorehouse around here?
That wouldn't be bad.
Oh, no, I agree, but what about
Yes.
the kids?
Well, yeah, you're not wrong there.
I mean,
It's not for me to get involved with the mayor's business. And he looks over at the mayor.
We can build another one somewhere else.
So I sort of like get a bit closer to him and be like, so can you tell us anything about the mayor that I need to know? Does he play dirty? Does he have a history of playing dirty tricks in these races?
Nah, not at all. The race is definitely legit. There's no bribes or anything going on, if that's what you're saying.
No, but I saw in the rules that it said, you know, people just have to pass on their on the ship unconscious or whatever.
Correct, that is one of the rules.
So does that mean that people tend to use weaponry on these crafts? Or?
Oh, 100%. That's part of the game.
Right. So it's frowned upon, but it's part of the game.
Heavy ordnance is frowned upon.
Ah.
You get to use your guns as much as you'd like.
Right, I was not aware of that. Okay, cool.
Guns, grenades, yeah.
Oh, grenades.
Grenades aren't heavy ordnance.
Not exactly.
Oh,
Heavy
We
ordnance
got
like
some claymores and
anything
see what
above-
I'm leaving.
what you could do instead of a harpoon, just make like a little grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm thinking landmines all over this track now.
I mean, we can do both.
Yeah.
anything above machine guns, Captain.
Right.
Yeah, they're frowned upon. I wouldn't say we're against it as such, but
Oh, so do we have a machine gun?
no.
I don't know.
I wonder if I can make one that like
But you want to entertain
Fires.
the crowd as well, you know.
12-inch
Oh,
nails.
of course.
Or you could just
What
make
about
something that's
armor?
like firing scrap.
By all means.
Yeah.
Just
Like, do you remember
put
when
as
there
much
was
on
that
as you
Pirates
like.
of the Caribbean,
Just
where
slow
they
down your
put
ship
the
a bit.
cutlery in the cannons.
Or you remember like when that truck full of scrap dropped all the stuff on the
Over the
highway?
Yep.
Just fill a cannon with scrap and just shoot
Just
them
blow
out
the
there.
crap out of
jump
everybody's
launcher.
ships.
Is there any what was it like when entering the hovercraft? Is there specifications we have to abide by, or is it just free for all? It's just going to be floating and moving.
Sorry, I missed that. What was it?
Is there any specifications on the ships, or can we do what we want with the ships?
Yes, it is the standard hovercraft size. You cannot go over that.
No, but if we were to propellers, jet engines, like what rules are there in place about what we can put on there?
No rules.
Okay.
It's quite funny you say that though, but someone did try to stick a ship's engine on one of them once. It didn't get very far. It sort of took off, went on its side, and exploded. It was good to watch, but they didn't last long in the race.
See, but if we did it, it would work.
That whole time I was pushing the com button just so I could get that. Thanks.
But yes, whatever you can fit on it, by all means.
Right, okay. Any pointers before entering into it?
Not really, just don't die straight away.
Alright, fair enough.
Remember, you got to all be conscious going past the finish line.
How does that
They don't
work,
have to be
though?
conscious, they just have to be not dead when they cross the finish line.
Sorry, yes, correct. I said that wrong.
Yeah.
They just have to be alive crossing the finish line.
Right, so if any of your crew members on the ship die...
Yeah, disqualified. You have to have your 3 intact, or mostly intact crew members.
Right.
Does it
so-
have to be the same 3 crew members you started with? Okay.
Sorry for the specifics, we just really want to know. It sounds like a brutal death race and we just want to be sure.
But yes, I mainly hang out here. I help out in the tavern occasionally, but feel free to hit us up if you've got any other questions.
Will do.
At the race.
Roger. Thank you. Could I get your phone number in case I have any questions while I'm at the ship?
Can't say we got phones around here,
Or comm
Captain.
devices?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll send a pigeon. I'll see you all.
Over here.
With a message.
He goes back behind the bar.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll cross over to the candy store. Candy store, okay. This small shop stocks all manner of sweets and candies in an array of glass jars around the room. Lisette is behind the counter at the moment. She's got a huge scar on her forearm.
Well, the dangerous world of candy.
She looks quite well built.
Just my kind of woman. Howdy there.
Why, hello there. What brings you here?
I'm here to buy candy for orphans.
Interesting. Is there an orphan in particular you're buying for?
Well, I wanted to get something for Nichelle, but I'm going to buy everything for all of it. All
I
the
see.
orphans.
So
There's
you've been
about
to the
30
orphanage.
of them. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen you around here before.
Yeah, I'm a very caring man. I like to take care of the needy.
Who is the needy for you?
Orphans and young virginal women in distress.
She tries not to roll her eyes. I see. Well, we have an assortment of candy. How much credits do you have?
Well, I believe I can get a jelly bean for each orphan, and maybe a chocolate bar for Nichelle.
I see.
How much will that set me back?
She gets a jelly bean out for all the orphans. Bag of jelly beans and a chocolate bar. That is in total 3 credits.
Awesome. Look, you've been in this town for a while.
Most of my life.
You know much about the race that's coming up?
A bit. Why do you ask?
Well, me and my buddies are going to compete in the race.
Who are you racing for? The orphanage?
Yeah, Shepard Rust. He's got a mighty fast ship, and we think we can win.
Interesting. So you're going against the mayor?
Going against everyone, but the mayor as well. He's an asshole.
Who's on your crew? Are you flying the hovercraft?
No, I got a friend who's an expert fly.
Okay.
So is the flying skills important?
Very much so. The track itself, you need a good pilot.
Well, that's taken care of. Have you got any other hints for winning the race?
Not really. No, just stay alive.
Okay. Do you know many of the other competitors?
Yes, I have some idea of them.
Any chance you'd be interested in slipping them a dodgy candy before the race?
I don't think they eat the candy, unfortunately.
Well, that's a
As
shame.
much as I'd like to.
Okay. Well, if you ever get lonely, you can come up to the orphanage and be happy to keep you company.
You're in the Firefly class ship we saw land.
Yeah, that's us. Would you like a tour of the Firefly?
Possibly. How many are in your crew?
There's a whole bunch of us.
A bunch. Very well.
Why are you interested in how many people we got?
Just curious. We don't get many visitors around here.
Oh, okay.
Not too often.
Anything shady happen around here?
Other than the mayor himself.
Mayor's pretty shady.
Can be, yes. A lot of underhand deals from what I can tell. Does that bother you?
Yeah, well, the one deal in particular, I think he's planning on turning the orphanage into a whorehouse. Did you hear that one?
Rumours, yes.
What do you think of that idea?
Well, definitely don't want that to happen. I do have a special place in my heart for those orphans.
Oh, cool. So you'd like to give a few extra jelly beans for them on the house?
Yes, absolutely. I'll give you an extra bag.
Awesome.
But, one of the other crews is the Canterberries. If you'd like me to connect you to them, please let me know. I'll be glad to introduce you to them.
Yeah, I'd be really interested in meeting some of the other crews. Canterbury's, they got a farm around here or something, don't they?
What they do, just outside of town.
Oh. How would you connect me with them?
I will take you there myself.
Oh, a date. Let's go.
Say a date as such. But they are friends. A friend of mine is a friend of the orphans.
That's good.
I can take you there after I close up for the day.
Okay, I think my captain might like to meet them as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Right. Done with the candy shop?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we'll go over to... You went to the hardware store?
Yep.
Which one was it?
Ben's Hardware.
Ben's Castle's Hardware.
Yep.
Okay. It is the largest shop in town.
Wow.
One of the biggest buildings in town.
Is it impressive on a scale of like not this town?
Yes, it stands out.
Right.
Like,
so
is it impressive for a
it's
town?
like a Bunnings in
a
Yass.
nice.
Yes.
Right. Okay. That what I
Which we're
mean is
getting,
like.
so shush up.
Okay. Let's go to the Bunnings.
It's
okay.
one of the biggest hardware stores you've seen in a town like this, basically.
Yeah, okay.
It's not usual. Okay.
So basically Bunnings in Jerome.
So, entering, you see a few workers around the place, and you do see a man behind the main counter at the back of the store. What do you see?
Hi!
He sort of looks up, and it's like, welcome. What are you looking for?
We need some parts for our hoverboat for the race.
Ah, absolutely, I can assist with that. What sort of parts were you after? We've got
I need some 4x2s and some 12 gauge 35mm nails, please. And I'd really like some pretty pink paint.
Pink paint.
Yes.
Interesting choice there. Is this for
Pink
the hovercraft or the raised?
paint if possible.
Some what? Yeah, waterproof paint. Yes, sorry.
Waterproof paint. That'll
Yes.
be more expensive.
For the hovercraft, we're doing it for the orphans.
One thing you do notice is one of the orphans actually came in with you. He entered the store.
You bloody little fast runner.
Is it Jack we brought with us or one of the others?
It's one of the
He followed us all the way to town. Boy or girl?
this one is Molly.
And Molly is what? Young, old?
Young. 7, 8 years old, something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Just
Hey
wondering.
Molly, you're a really good runner.
We all are. We run this daily.
Oh god.
How do you know we'd be in the hardware store?
No,
She probably saw us drop off.
I just saw you enter.
Yeah.
She starts running about the store and moving stuff. It's like, yeah, sure. It's like the guy behind the counter is like, please control your child while you're in the store.
Okay, she's
Not
not our
ours.
child. Actually, we have no responsibility over this
I
child.
see. Well, she came in with you.
We know of the child. Doesn't mean it's our child.
Yeah, that's right. She belongs to the orphanage.
Mm. Yeah, so I've seen this one around. So he starts getting your wood and your nails together and everything. The paint, it's like, starts calculating it. Yeah, it'll be about 600 credits all up.
Holy crap! Why so expensive?
That's the cost. We're a backwater town to get all this sort of hardware in. It's not cheap.
Do you have any discounts you might offer?
No.
For the kids?
Oh, definitely not for the kids. I prefer if you got the kid out of the store, thank you.
If we got the kid out of the store, would it be cheaper?
If he looks up at that time, it's like, oi, your kid's stealing something.
It's not our kid. Molly!
She sort of looks, puts it in her pocket and runs out of the store.
I'm gonna run after her.
Yep.
Good.
Give us a, what would the roll be? Try to catch her. It's pretty quick.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
physical move? Physical move.
Yeah, physically.
She runs outside the store.
Okay.
You catch her.
Seven.
7 is a fail. As soon as you get out of the store, you cannot see her anywhere. It's like, alright, I'm adding that onto your bill. That'll be 650 credits for the lot now.
It's not our child.
She came in with you.
She didn't.
Advise you just leave the store now and we'll call it even.
Okay. Can you
Okay.
put
So that's
our
leaving the store in the
supplies
supply.
aside
Mm.
for us?
If you bring what she stole back, we could talk more.
Okay.
Your child.
Unless we go to, maybe we might have more luck at Kempinski's boat repair place.
Yeah. If we can at least pick up something. Actually, can we ask him roughly how much each of the parts were?
Oh, you want a breakdown of the costs? Okay, that'll be an extra 50 credits on here for the extra labour. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He hands you a receipt of it broken down.
700
I'm not
credits?
paying for this, and I'm gonna walk out the store.
He just huffs and goes back to work.
Is it not his job to say the wood costs this month?
Okay, you both left the store. We'll jump back to Captain Reynolds and Zoe. At the tavern, anything else you want to do in there after you finish your drink?
Sorry.
Just finished your drink with Zoe.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do in the tavern?
Nah. Leave now.
Alright. Anywhere you want to head?
Might go to the other dive bar.
The other bar?
Yep.
The Red Saloon, is it called, I think?
Can we presume I've rejoined the captain at this point?
You can join the captain, yep.
And I'll
Fill
leave
him
it.
in.
We just got a free drink.
Damn, I missed him.
Okay, on to the Red Saloon.
Alright. What kind of place is this?
It's a red saloon.
Cool. I'm guessing not
You enter.
sticky
It is
as
quite red. There's a very large man behind the bar. Oh, okay. Cool. Yep, it's not too busy. There's a few patrons in there, but this time of the day, it's pretty quiet in there.
Okay.
What do you do?
I guess we'll go up to the bar and order a drink.
What do I get you?
What have you got on tap?
Some shy.
Yeah, the basic.
No IPA, no
No.
lagers. Just
He starts pouring it.
Just some blue sun, stuck with it.
That's a credit.
a credit. That's bargain compared to what you guys just went through. I'll grab 3.
Just wait until you hear about that bloody hardware store.
He pours out 3, puts them in front of you.
Alright, so that's 1 for me, 1 for Zoe, and you want that one?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know how many beers you could get?
Should we buy a jack of beer?
Do we
Ridiculous.
paint the boat?
Just smell the boat
If
coming.
we just put some sunfoil on it, it'll hold waterproof.
Yeah. Alright, so we guess we can grab our beers and sit down and just soak in the atmosphere and
Okay.
sort of see who we can talk to, because you said there was potentially people to talk to or something.
Okay. There's 2 other patrons there. That's it. They do look quite brawny. That's about it.
Just 2 other patrons in the bar.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just sit there and pass them half an hour while we have our beers and take in location.
Okay.
Let them know we've got an invite to meet the Canterburys.
I guess we're just waiting for everyone else to sort of catch up to us at this point, because if there's no one really to talk to in there or anything to do.
The bartender overhears you say the Canterburys, and his ears perk up and he looks over at you. You guys going in the race?
Yep.
What are you racing? What do you got?
A fucking horse.
Oh, you won't be allowed in then.
Come on, you're making friends everywhere you go today.
What a stupid quick, we're racing a boat, mate.
Yeah, okay. Is it a good boat?
Well, yep, it's the fastest one on your planet.
Okay. You sure you don't want to race my boat?
No, I'm good.
Oh. Free beers for life.
Why would you want me to race your boat?
So I get the credits to expand my bar.
Oh no, well, we need the credits to save the orphanage.
Ah, that's not a noble cause. Would you like free beer for life?
Yeah,
There's an
yeah.
optimistic
Can it start right now?
I was just about to say, yeah.
After the win.
Yes.
How much?
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
we can stack the
Yep,
Suck 2 boats.
I do like this. If you want to do it, go for it.
Oh, looking
We
for
have
crew.
two options.
You have to talk to those 2 over there if you're interested.
The 2 other patrons?
Hmm.
Ah, so you've got 2 crew, you just need 1 extra.
Well, they're going to make sure you're good enough to join the crew first, but yes, I do believe.
Captain, this sounds like a mighty good idea.
Let's do it. But let's go over there and talk to them and find out if they need someone to be on the boat to drive it, or if they just need someone to sit there. Let's go.
And not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go suss out this information.
Yep. Can I go talk to them and say I'm interested in being crew on a boat? A winning boat.
You say that to them?
Yep.
They're like, oh, very well. Take a
Second
seat.
place boat. 'Cause the orphans is going to win.
I'm Brett. This is Bart.
Brett and Bart?
You want on the boat? You got to beat us in a contest.
Well, I'm happy to beat you. Beat you to a pulp? Is that the contest?
We could do that. Bare knuckle brawl is the way to go.
Or are there other options?
There's other options. It's not as good as a bare knuckle ball, but if you like, we'll get to a shooting contest. Or getting a kiss from one of the girls in town.
Okay. Does Lisette count?
Yeah, you've met Lisette. Oh, absolutely. You can get a kiss from her. Absolutely. We've failed multiple times and they nudge each other.
I can't imagine
Okay.
why.
Well, I've got this beautiful
Because
rifle here named Vera, and I reckon I can outshoot any
She's
of you
really
guys.
Eddie.
No. Going past the bare knuckle brawls, you can't kiss anyone, you go to the shooting. I suppose we could do a shooting contest then.
He figures out Vera. That's real good.
This is the real good.
Alright, come on then, let's go out back. Hey, head out back with Brett and Bart. The others staying inside, or are you going
following.
home
I'm
with them?
watching.
So they set up some tin cans on the other side.
Yep.
They go sit down and they pull out their automatic gun. Alright, very well. First to 10 points.
First to 10 points.
Alright, so it'll be a what would it be? Fight, shoot.
Well, physical shoot. And
Physical
it's
shoot.
with my rifle, so I get an extra D10, so 3D10, which means I got a 14.
14, okay. Bread and Bart. It was a close game. You got 10 points and they got 9. Literally, very close. Well, you're a bloody good shooter. What sort of weapon you got there? I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, Vera's a full ball rifle. I like her. I like her a lot.
Well, you're on the crew if you want it. The prize is that you get free beers for life at the Red Saloon just here. They take the prize money. You'll be riding with us.
Yep, free beer sounds great. I will be departing with my ship after this, so expect a lot of drinking after the race.
Oh, there's definitely a lot of drinking and during.
Sounds like your hovercraft has a keg just mounted on it.
Could be good for blowing up the hovercraft. Or using it as a flaming ball. That count as a heavy ordnance?
Okay, I'll switch back to you two. Where are you heading next?
We're going to look at the boat repair.
Yeah, Kempinski's. The boat repair place.
Boat repair place. Lapinski's?
Oh,
Yeah.
Kempinski. Okay, yep.
One of the largest boat repair and construction yards in town. So it's down near the dock. Okay. Entering the store, you do see a man currently working on another hovercraft. He looks up and sees as you walk in. It's like, what can I do for you?
Oh,
And he's looking at Kaylee.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
so glad you asked.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
well, gee, I was just wondering if that was a twin plasma thruster setup you were working on there.
It is. I thought you could know your stuff.
Oh,
Would you like to come and have a look at it?
I'd love to.
He takes you over to it. It's exactly as you said.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. I mean, he's got such quick acceleration off the line. But, you know, what about her magnetic stabilizers? They're a bit, you know, fussy there. They might lose control around corners.
Yeah, it's currently not working. Probably because of the magnetic stabilizers.
Oh, is it meant to be running in the race?
Oh, not this one, no. This is just my own special project I'm working on.
Oh, it's very nice. Have you got any in here at the moment that might be in the race?
No hover boats, but we do have new boats to sell if you're in the market to buy one. Parts, metal, paint, we do repairs as well.
Well, now you mention it, I'm actually helping the orphanage to fix up their boat for the race, and we are after some wood and some nails and some waterproof paint for it.
Interesting. Can't say we've got the spare parts. We've got repair materials, but nothing to replace. Whole pieces, that's what you're after. But the paint and the
just
metal,
patchwork.
we could definitely assist with.
Okay, we can work with that.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we can work with that.
Hmm.
If that's
Should
alright.
I-
If that's alright.
Can I nudge her and go, can you, like, flirt with him to give you the parts from the
I am flirting with his engines.
Okay. Well, not his engines, him.
It's a mechanic thing. Shut up.
Okay. Get off his engine. Yeah. How much would those parts cost?
Shut up.
I was going to say, did you hear something? I can't hear anything.
Okay, I'm just gonna wander away and look
Yeah,
at what some of the other boats. Okay.
Let me know if you need assistance buying one of them. Have you got the credits? You don't look like it.
Let's go. I'd love to see other things that you're working on.
Ah, absolutely. I'm trying to rebuild this hovercraft here.
Oh, looks like you need a bit of work on the cooling system.
Things are getting hot.
Yeah.
And the cooling system's broken.
Kaylee's very direct with her floating, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and it's literally more about the engines than him.
What were you looking to buy?
You had some paint, and you said you had a little bit of metal we could use for patching holes.
Yes, I do.
Well, I tell
Have you got
what,
the credits?
we don't have a lot, but I tell you what, if I help you to fix your temperature sensor on this hovercraft of yours, maybe I could work it off a little bit.
Done. Consider it a date tonight.
Bring
the food.
Okay.
Gotta learn from this guy.
Oh, did you need a hand with those repairs? I assume you want me to tag along.
Did you hear
right?
something again?
No.
Okay.
Yes, come by for dinner. We'll sort it out.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Leaving the store? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we'll see you later. I'll
Okay.
bring my tools back.
We'll jump back to the other half of the crew. Finished in the Red Saloon or anything else you want to do there? Basically part of the crew now. They already brought you another beer and took you back inside.
Cool.
Not you guys.
That was all.
We just, topped up, man. Got anything left in there?
Is Jane staying to drink with them?
No, I'm interested to meet the Canterburys.
Okay.
Guess we'll head there.
And catch up with
The Bard and what's his name? He's like, well, where are you going? We're going to have some drinks tonight.
Oh, we'll be back. Just gotta meet the Canterburys and try and get that kiss as well.
Oh, you're going to see Lizette. I see. Very well.
Yeah.
Come by here tomorrow if there's more beers.
So the beers aren't free till after the race, aren't they?
They're probably not very expensive, but I mean, we know they're not expensive.
Credit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it's about
So
early
we'll be-
afternoon now. Depending what else you want to do. Where are we going?
Just the Canterburys.
Oh, it's too early.
Oh.
She hasn't closed up store yet.
Right.
I mean, if you want to group up with us and we can tell you about horrible experience we
Yeah,
had.
I think we do
Well,
that
can-
on the way, see if
we're-
we can find that kid.
We're on the timer. Should we go back and start pulling the engine apart and
Yeah.
then come back?
Absolutely, you guys could.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Who's heading
it-
back to strip down the engines?
Well, probably me.
tonight? And
Probably a good choice.
Yeah.
everyone will help.
I mean, apparently I have okay enough with machines and things, so I can probably give you a hand.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I've got to distribute candy to all the orphans.
I might go pop in somewhere else in town while they're doing that, since we can might as well suss out all areas.
Yep.
Um,
So with stripping down the engines, it needs to be done twice because you've got two engines.
Yep.
It needs to be taken apart, cleaned, oiled, and possibly filed down a little, depending on what you find. Also need to be checked for wear and any parts need replacing. This actually can be done in parallel, one crew member and one assistant per engine.
Okay.
It costs one action, but you don't know how many actions you've got over the 3 days, if that makes sense. But you can definitely start it before your date tonight.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So what do I need for that?
It's a roll. Crew member dice pool, mental plus craft, mental plus fix, physical and labour, depending on how you're going about it.
Okay. It's easy enough. Alright, let's pull the housing off.
And I've got a roll too against it.
Is can I lend like a mental
You can
to
if you like.
give her
Mental plus craft. Mental plus fix. Some of the options. Oh, you're assisting? Just
Yeah, if I
assisting,
assist, I can.
Yep.
Because if I can do that,
Yeah,
I can
'cause
give you a 10.
Okay, cool. Oh crap, wrong one. Sorry, that one. That's a 15.
15? That's definitely a good outcome. Okay. 6, 15. 4, how much did I roll? 8. Okay, so the damage wasn't as bad as it looked. You fill the holes and no beat is used in this action.
Pete?
Oh, okay, that's for me, sorry. That's for me. As in, that's your time allocation, basically.
Okay.
So, you're not beaten as such, because you rolled so well. Because it was an extraordinary success. But yes, that still does take time. It'll take you a majority of the afternoon, so you'll be busy doing that until your day.
Cool.
Okay. We'll jump back to the other half of the crew. What were you doing for the early afternoon?
Did we split up to do one engine each, or?
Oh, you're doing that?
What-
You can definitely try that.
I mean, I was helping you with
Yes.
the engine, so someone else would have to do the other.
Yeah, we definitely should have. How many do we need per engine? How many people?
2.
Just 2. We could probably send like Walsh and someone who's better to do the other engine, because I'm hopeless. I wouldn't be able to do anything to the engine myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to help.
So who else can we use in the crew that could help with the engine?
Walsh and Zoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's send those 2 to
You
do
don't have
the
a
other
good
engine.
fix?
Hmm?
You don't have a good fix as a doctor?
Okay.
Well, I was.
Oh, you're already
helping
helping me. Yeah, sorry.
So you'd have to pick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably-
Like, would
Uh,
Book or Anaro or Zoe have?
I don't think.
I don't think
No.
Zoe's is great, but probably better than the
I don't
others.
know what the others'
No.
skills are.
Couldn't imagine Shepard's any good at fixing.
Yeah, he does alright. He helps Kaylee a lot.
Oh, okay.
Great, River. River can assist.
Yeah, no. Do not let River near my engines, please.
Alright,
I have enough
Zoe.
problems with the plasma conduits.
And Walsh, he's got a decent, doesn't he?
I think it's
I think it was next in where
if
you
we
were.
wanted someone to help him out was the question.
Yeah, whether it's Zoe or Shepard.
I think Shepard. I feel like Book would.
I don't know who helps. I
where's
think
Walsh?
Walsh should be the first one. I think whoever supports him.
Let's have a look at the character sheet.
Walsh. I've got Walsh's and Zoe's right here if someone wants to look at their stats
Can we look at
and do their rolls.
Book? Oh no, this.
Book as well.
Yeah. Does anyone have labour as an okay stat?
There's Book.
I've got 8 as a labour,
Because
10
that's
physical.
you can also use labour,
Yeah.
so 8 would be pretty good.
So Shepard's just got 4 for craft and fix and 4 for labour.
Okay. 'Cause,
Not too helpful.
yeah, because Wash has 6 for fix, vehicle customization.
Okay.
Does that mean you get an extra 6 for this?
So I can use physical and labour on the engine?
You
Definitely
explain
I'll put
why.
it in the
Yes, physical and labour is an option, yes.
Okay. I'm willing to pull it apart! Oh!
Well, you've
So
got the
if
strength to do it, so yeah.
If you want to add, if you have someone supporting you, you can only add 1 dice.
Yes.
Okay, so I think it's just a 6 from Wash helping you.
That's a 5.
Well, yeah. Is that with your...
So, your top 2 dice was 5.
3 and 2. On my D10, I got a 2.
Okay, it was a pass,
My
but,
D8, I got a 1.
but not a very good pass. What do we do? Where'd it go? Stripping down the edges. Here we are. Okay, so you lost a piece or two.
Sorry, Haley.
There's always extra pieces, isn't there?
You can use an additional beat, which takes away from your time overall to do this, or you take a lost a dang bolt D6 complication, which can come back to bite you in the future.
I'm a complicated kind of guy.
Taking the complication, or
Yep.
okay,
When it starts falling
lost a
apart
dang
in
bolt
the middle of the
D6. Might come back to bite you later.
Oh, I don't roll or anything.
No. So that comes back later, like if something hits the ship per se, and that bolt was not there holding the engine on, you might lose the engine.
Let's just hope it's a growth plate.
It might happen, it might not, you might be absolutely fine. Do you tell people that this happened?
Yeah,
I'm
do
You
just
lost a
doing
few
my best.
pieces.
Do you really want to tell Katie there's an extra bolt?
Yeah, cool. Okay. And was Zoe and Malcolm still in the town for this afternoon?
Yeah, Zoe didn't stay. Did Zoe? No, that was Walsh. Who helped you with that one?
Walsh did.
and.
Walsh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess the others are with me then.
Yep.
And we're going to the fishery.
To the fishery, okay.
We're walking through the doors.
I'm missing page.
The
Where have I put that
aquarium?
page?
No, they had like a fishery place where
I
they.
think it was like a processing plant.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Whatever fish they can.
Not a dip.
Where's the page gone? Sorry guys, you just placed the page with that.
All good.
$152. Ah, that'll be why. Use 49. Oh, that's confusing.
You need to send me all the files and I'll print them out and bind them for you into each little book.
Ah, that's what I did wrong. I moved all those pages. 52, 53. Okay, there we go. Alright. Castle, candy store, docks. Docks?
Yes. Yep.
Long stone wall provides mooring for the many fishing boats that most of the town inhabitants use to make a living. There's a few fishermen along the docks fishing, waiting for the tide to be right before setting out to sea. Okay, what do you do?
So this is a coastal town. Right.
Hmm.
Alright.
Julian's Folly.
Take a stroll along the dock to see how they're doing. taking the sights, see if anyone's willing for a chat, anyone gives us a look.
It's weird. Okay, so there's a couple of fishermen there. Pete and Marcus talk to you. It's like, welcome strangers. What brings you around here?
Oh, we're here for the race to save the orphanage.
I see.
How's the fishing today?
Okay, just waiting for the tide at the moment.
Brilliant. You lads going in the race?
No, I can't say we are.
Any rumours or anything floating around town about the race?
Rumours? Nothing out of the ordinary.
Alright, sounds good.
Boat. That's confusing. It's obviously relevant to something, but Cletus, McQueen, Canterbury's. Says he owns a place, but that place isn't listed, so that's confusing.
So, do you own any places?
Yes, there's no description attached to it.
No.
Tell us each piece of property
I
you
do,
own.
but you're not
Yes.
allowed to talk about it.
We can tell you of it, but that's it.
I didn't
Can't
mention
tell you anything else.
Tillion's Folly, did I? Did I mention that at all?
No.
No.
What's Tillion's Folly?
I don't know. It says it in his description that he owns it, but
It's one of the, and it's not one of the boats in the race. It's,
Yeah. This fully sounds like a.
It does sound like a boat.
yeah.
Or like a casino.
it is a boat. From reading this description, that makes sense.
So he is in the race?
Maybe it's his
Or
fishing
just
boat.
as a personal boat? Maybe.
He's waiting for the tide to go out. Oh,
It's a very edgy name for a fishing boat.
Hello.
Hey, Lucas. You've been quiet.
I thought you just stand on the keyboards with no care.
It's Act 3.
You're very tall.
No, sorry, I'm not too sure. That piece of information is just non-existent.
He owns a boat, it's cool, and he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. There's got to be
What are you doing?
a crew member thing on him.
No, don't walk over everything.
The races, here we are. Red Saloon. Yeah, it's not listed in the race. He's not racing. But he's got, it mentions his boat, which is just weird. So, you looked at the list when you're in the tavern earlier. So, the orphanage's boat is listed, because you got written it down. The Red Saloons, Goons, the Cletus family boat,
Is that what it's called?
the Gravedigger. Sorry, no, it's called Mimar's Throne.
Oh, no.
Mima.
Mimar. Throne.
Sheldon's in it.
Cletus family, yeah. The Gravedigger and the Warhorse is the...
And then we have little Annie.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not listed
guess
as one of the
Gravedigger.
races, so... Apologies, I'll find out. There's got to be more information on it and why it would say it's a plot tie-in somehow.
It's like, why would they mention it otherwise?
Yeah. But I'll look into it, and if it's relevant and he'll tell you, I'll tell you guys. When I fucking find it. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, anything else at the docks?
I guess not.
That's it. Cool. Because we are at a point now, this is where I've gotten up to, prepping wise. Because I didn't think you'd get this far, you've actually done well to come this far. It's 6:30, yeah.
We haven't been messing around as much as we should have.
We haven't needed a plan yet.
I still like the plan of sabotaging the race ahead of time.
Well, I think,
Which
if I can get
plan
the,
we had?
specifically the mayor's boat, I reckon I can do something to that. To slow it down or disable it.
All we need
Oh,
to do
what's-
is get the mare
what's the
away
name of the
from
boat
the
that I'm
boat
gonna
and let
be
her
on?
loose.
Yes.
The red
Yeah.
saloon's
It won't take
goons.
long, like literally just a
I thought
little
so.
like magnetic disruptor. You know?
Where'd that boat
I would
go?
just pull
There it is.
wires and then watch
The red
blinkers go
tide.
left and
The
right.
red tide.
Front lights flash.
Yeah.
Maybe I can
Just
crash the
stick a
red
couple
tide into the
strong
mayor's boat.
magnets in random places.
Yeah, exactly. Should have got one of those maglock magnets from the ship that we were on.
Wait. Is there any way we can use our like I can't remember what it's called, but the cow kidnapping
There's always a tractor
The
beam.
grappling
the
hook?
tractor
Grappling
thing.
hook.
I wonder what the radius is on that thing.
Pull it backwards.
Or do we like just drop something on his ship while it's underneath?
Just pick up cows and drop
Yeah.
them on the.
It's definitely not heavy artillery.
Is this frowned upon?
I mean, it's not heavy artillery, exactly.
It's common
It's
for
fine.
it. Yeah, just pick up cows and drop them off.
So, Canterbury's farm, I will have to prep. We can go into it now if you'd like, but I haven't actually prepped that bit. But and then it goes on to Act 2 basically, so the next part.
Yeah.
Did you want to call it there for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't make you do stuff you haven't prepared.
Oh, we could definitely wing it, but don't know how well it'll go. But cool.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool.
Awesome. Stop recording there.
So when's our next game? Is that next Monday or?